Zencaster.
People have been patiently waiting 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
How do I jump up? Oh, it's going to come up on YouTube in a second that we're live?
Yeah, I'm going to well, I mean, we're live on YouTube already. I'm going to transition back to that so no one sees my fucking
How do I get to it on YouTube?
degeneracy on...
Do I have to go to the Liberty Film channel?
Yeah, I think so.
It should pop up on your feed if
You
you're
You can check
following.
us out live on YouTube at the Live Breathe Film channel.
Because I see it at the top of my feed.
Oh, nice. I went to the channel. I see it.
Okay, good. We're rocking and rolling with that.
We're rolling. We're rocking. We're ready to go.
And
We're having a good time.
Uh-oh.
what?
Oh, God.
What'd you do, Corey?
Too Fresh is running into an error.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Too fresh, too furious?
So
The guy who's named after a Fast and Furious movie and has only seen 3 of the Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, and we're back to
God damn it.
but we can talk to Twitch. I'm not gonna show our faces right now because everything's all fucked up because Doug had to leave Discord. But got Dirk in the chat. He's talking about stuff.
What a
Familia.
Monday. Monday.
Yeah. Live, breathe, familia, dude.
The family of the Furious. Me and Dirk were talking last week about how they need to bring back all the villains that are still alive in Fast and the Furious, and they come together to defeat the family.
As a family.
How have they not done this yet? The anti-family.
They'd be getting to the Legion of Doom and the Sinister Six before even Marvel and DC got there.
Yeah. I mean, they did the Avengers before them. Why not do the Sinister Six before them?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'd be all about that. I mean, I've been campaigning for Johnny Tran to come back for like...
I mean, maybe they're
10
saving
years
it for the final 2 movies.
I'd hope so. I mean, what is Johnny Tran doing right now? Like, he's got to come back. Bring Leon back as a villain.
Have you read... You abandoned me. Have you watched or read any spoilers for F9 yet?
I have not. I don't know anything about this movie.
Good.
This is like the
maybe,
one movie.
For all we know, there'll be a
spoiled.
Post-credit scene where it starts bringing people back. Who knows?
That'd be wonderful. I mean, I've already...
Actually, I'm going to Google, does F9 have an F9 post-credit scene? Because I just want to know if it does.
I've already spoiled like half of the Flash at this point, so... I mean, I don't know why I haven't spoiled this movie yet. I've read every leak about the Batman, too. They all sound fake as shit, though.
Sounds like there is a post-credit scene.
Ooh. I mean, they've all had them, right?
7 didn't. I don't know. I don't think 8 did. 5 did. 6 did.
Yeah.
I think 5 and 6 were the only ones that did, actually. 5 set up Letty coming back, and 6 set up Jason Statham.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do one for 7 because it ended on the Paul Walker stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just don't think they did one for 8.
8 was just a colossal piece of shit.
Yeah. He just...
Was it really that bad?
It's fucking horrible. I almost walked out.
You can be the judge this week, Corey.
How bad is Hobbs and Shaw?
Not that bad. It's just it's not a Fast and Furious movie.
It's not. It seems like it.
I couldn't get through a quarter of that movie. I tried.
Doesn't have family in it.
No, there's no family. They're like the antithesis of family. They
I mean, it has Rock's family, but they don't show up till like the last third of the movie.
Yeah.
There's no cameos from any of the fam?
No.
No, the only cameo is fucking Helen Mirren, I think. I don't even think Luke Evans is in it.
I didn't even realize Helen Mirren was in these movies now.
Oh,
When
she's
did
like
she start?
she's like a star of them
She
now.
gets to drive in this one.
When did she?
She's Jason
become a thing?
Statham's mother.
Fast 8 was when she first started being in them.
Okay.
This
Cool.
is F9's her third one.
Fucking Vin Diesel won't let anyone go near those movies.
But then Hobbs and Shaw has like weird actors in it. Like Ryan Reynolds is in it.
Yeah.
Rob
Really?
Delaney's in it. Who else? Kevin Hart's in it.
Oh, that's not surprising. I feel like The Rock carries.
It's just The
Kevin
Rock's
Hart
butt.
around in like a
Yeah,
purse
exactly.
somewhere and just brings him to movies to like movie shoots. And he's like, "Well, Kevin's gonna be in this because I've been carrying him in my bag for a week and a half now, and I'm just gonna put him in this movie." He's a little,
And yet,
he's a little wrinkly,
yet,
but we're gonna,
yes, Lance has to come back with his snakeskin pants.
Hell
That is
yeah,
fair.
dude! Lance is the shit. Gotta have
Amazing,
more
it's
Lance.
an amazing machine.
God damn! Can't wait to draft my fucking ideal Fast and the Furious movie. It's gonna be ideal.
If we ever get to, if Doug will get an internet that works.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just go in? Oh, I
It's
guess he can't go
2021.
in.
What is going on?
Doug just
It's
doesn't have
time.
internet, and it's weird.
Is it them Crocs?
What?
Is it the crocodiles?
Oh, I thought you meant his shoes. I was gonna say I don't think he's.
No, like the crocodiles. Is that causing his internet not to work? No.
Sure, let's go with that. Probably.
Basements, I'm
Probably. I'd imagine in a world.
like crawl.
In a society.
We
I mean-
live in a society. I mean, let me tell you a thing or two about that.
Dude, can we, we're not talking about it in the episode, so we might as well talk about it right now. Michael Keaton's fucking hair.
Dude.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He looks.
That's Batman.
Dude, he looks like he's gonna like go to Wall Street and fucking take all my money.
There were some other pictures that
He's
were
gonna go
posted
fuck
today.
up Max Shrek if Max Shrek came back to life.
Yeah. Dude, it's looking good, man. There's a lot like they showed what's her face, Superwoman too.
Supergirl.
So, yeah, Supergirl,
Superwoman?
sorry. Super
I didn't even realize she was in the movie.
yeah, it seems stupid, but whatever.
He's a super lady. Yeah, I didn't know she was in it either.
She ain't got no
Until seeing the
boots.
photos.
Where's her
No.
I think a lot of
boots?
I think a lot of it is going to be digital. Like
I mean, they would give her boots though.
Maybe not. Maybe they're going to be like fancy
Fucking
CG boots.
CGI boots? Fuck off.
The
with
Green
this
Lantern, her boots.
CGI
Maybe.
boot horse shit.
I mean, I don't trust Warner Brothers with special effects anymore after the mustache.
Did you guys see they dropped a trailer for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood novel, and it had like new scenes,
Oh no.
No, I didn't know
like
that was the thing.
that they had shot, like
that's
with
cool.
Charles Manson and stuff like that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
the book
that
comes
existed.
the book comes out at the end of the month. Tarantino wrote it.
Yeah, I'm
and it's,
excited. I have it pre-ordered.
he's like treated like it's his own thing. There's a lot of different stuff.
Oh, what did I do? Why am I so dumb?
But I got that shit pre-ordered.
Nice.
Pumped.
Nice. He's nice. Yeah, I'd read
The cover
that.
for the book is great. It looks like it's like
Yeah,
an
they
old
said
school-
it's got like a ton more Cliff Booth.
Yeah, you'd love to see it.
It looks like a book from like the 70s.
Oh yeah.
Like the cover and everything.
Later this year, there's gonna be like a special edition hardcover one,
Oh, okay.
but
I was
it's
wondering.
just starting out as like
Paperback.
the shitty trade paperback. But like
Yeah.
that's the way you got to get it. Like if you're getting like Tarantino things, got to look throwback to a degree.
I like a good shitty paperback.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy it in an airport.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Gotta love it, man. Buy them in an airport.
But in a Hudson's Travel or whatever it is that's in all the airports.
Damn, yeah. You get stuck in the shitty terminal, and that's the only thing there. Derek, 40 weight sounds nice. 40 weight sounds real nice.
This is easily gonna be our dumbest episode. I wish fucking Doug has watched all these movies. Like you and me are gonna have a ball.
Yeah,
Corey to a degree. I mean, he's seen almost all of them.
it's a damn
but, like,
shame.
Hasn't not seen them nearly as many times as we have.
Yeah, I've watched these movies till my fucking brain starts to rot.
You watched them until your VHS fucking rotted.
It's still there. It's still go. It's in a box somewhere. I gotta get that out. Watch it.
There you go. I still got the first one on DVD. No, I don't. I sold it when I upgraded to Blu-ray.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I
own
think
the other one.
I think when Fast 5 came out, I got them all on Blu-ray.
Oh, I own
Is it-
Tokyo Drift.
Mm.
For sure, I own Tokyo Drift.
I'm bummed I never saw that one in theaters. I should have saw it back in 2006.
Yeah.
I fucked up. And like I heard like about the Vin Diesel cameo, but I still didn't go.
I think I went and saw it because Renaggio told me to go see it like repeatedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't remember if I.
So one is the only one you haven't seen in the theater?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah, because we saw 2 together. You saw 2 before you saw 1, right?
I did, yeah. I had no idea what I was watching. It was weird.
No one knew what we were watching when we saw Too Fast.
Freaked me out a little bit. I was like, is this an erotic comedy? Because I feel a little uncomfortable right now.
Top Gun of the 2000s. I don't know who. I guess Tyrese was Iceman,
Yeah, I would say so.
or is he Goose?
No,
Goose
lives.
does.
Yeah.
Who would be Goose? Nobody dies in that movie. Not even the bad guys die.
Flass.
Last doesn't even die.
He's got
But yes,
kids
he
to
can be.
feed,
He
though.
can. He suffers like the most, so we'll give him the Goose spot.
Class, he's got kids to feed.
Gotta love it.
Anyone listening would be like, "What in God's name are these idiots talking about?"
Oh wait, Murph.
We are saying characters from one franchise when talking about them in another.
Hey.
Actors
Murph.
aren't allowed to be in different.
What,
The
Corey?
Once Upon a Time book comes out at the end of this month. Not
Yeah,
the end of.
Didn't I
No,
say that?
I thought you said the end of. I guess
I may have said it comes out next week.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought you meant like the end of July, but now I'm
Gotcha.
really excited because it comes out next week.
It comes out the 29th, I believe.
Yeah.
Ship gets to my house on July 1st.
$8
Amazon.
44
Jeff
cents.
Bezos can't get it to me on time.
He's gonna be
You
in
know,
space, though.
I pre-ordered it the day it went on sale.
It's not his
You never
problem.
know
He's gonna be in
if you get
space.
updated.
That's
Jeff
true.
Bezos might come through.
He's gonna be in space, man. He can't.
Yeah, he doesn't go to space till like mid-July, right?
I don't know.
I saw
Wait.
someone criticizing like he's not really going to space. He's going like the outer rim of space. It doesn't really count.
Man's
He's got to get to
going
the moon.
space.
He's got to get to the moon for it to really count.
Is
The
he going to like
man.
the space station? Is that what's
No.
going on?
No, he's doing his
Him and his brother are going somewhere.
yeah, he's developing
And they're
a,
going somewhere.
Yeah,
Where
he's
Where the fuck are they going?
if you listen, they're gonna go up just out of the atmosphere. They're doing like a passenger space flight program thing, and like Musk
the
is
tip.
trying to do as well. So they take you out and you basically fly up so you can see the curvature of the Earth, and then you come right back down.
Can you imagine they're building like this elaborate like space station no one knows about?
Yeah, he's being a supervillain. He's creating a space station up there.
It's like a Dr. Evil space station. It's actually on the moon.
He doesn't even own it, or he's not even like in charge of Amazon anymore.
Oh, he's in charge.
No, he stepped down.
He's not
He
the
did.
CEO.
I know
he's
he
not
did.
the CEO, but he's like
He's not
some
the CEO anymore.
other special
Yeah.
title.
Doesn't mean anything. He's still in charge.
I don't think so.
He's in charge of everything.
No,
He runs that ship.
He runs the world now,
gone.
JP.
Gone forever now. He's not girls. Beyonce told me that girls run the world.
Bezos.
Who run the world? Not Jeff Bezos,
Gals.
apparently. If you believe the scripture.
If you believe the Bayhive, then you would know the girls run the world.
I don't believe a word that Beyonce
JP,
says.
throw your 2014 pick on there so you don't surprise me.
Fucking no movies came out in 2014. There was an off year.
How many movies came out in 2014?
I think I picked it last week and then just forgot about it. Oh, it's definitely gonna be Divergent. That was a great movie.
Yeah, you were a big fan. You came back from the movie theater. You're like, guys, gotta see this Divergent.
Gotta see it. Shailene Woodley. She has like
Really, really good.
such a
You're gonna like it.
personality, like such a personality. Like you would.
One day she's gonna be married to my quarterback. I can just
Yeah.
tell.
And then she's gonna ruin my team by like telling him not to go and play there anymore. Something about crystals and shit. I'm pretty sure she's part of a fucking cult. Oh, I know what I'm picking. That's easy.
Easy, eh?
That's easy.
Oh, that movie. Did that come out in 2014? Easy, eh?
No, we already talked about it.
No, that was earlier. Yeah, that was 2010 or
That's a Kate pick for sure.
Yeah, that's one that. Yeah, that's definitely a Kate
Got that
pick.
one.
Well, Kate showed me her picks for 2014 this weekend, and I actually did know the majority of them.
Yeah, we talked about one or two of them.
Yeah. There was like one or two I didn't know, but majority I had known and hadn't seen. Jeffrey Bezos.
Such a great song.
So for anyone watching right now that's new, usually we have faces. But one of our people doesn't have good internet. His mom picked up the phone, so he got kicked off. So our Discord's a little screwy right now.
Pick up the phone.
And
He's got dial-up still.
yeah, so we're just sort of playing behind the scenes right now while we get set up and wait for him to return one day. If the prophecy is to be believed, he'll return. And we'll be able to draft some Fast and Furious people and make a movie.
Jeffrey Bezos.
We're talking about Jeff Bezos. We talked a little bit about Beyonce. A little sneak peek into our 2014 movies.
Come on, Doug, get the heck back here.
Got some already in the chat. We got some
Picks coming in.
picks coming in.
Some hot picks.
Hot picks. If you're in Twitch chat
Send
right
us
now,
send us your picks
send us your picks.
for
If you're in Twitch chat right now,
for
you're getting
2014.
a frontline view. You're getting to see the hot picks before they even get read out on the podcast. It's pretty fucking wild.
It's pretty
Perks
wild.
of being here with us on a Monday night.
Pretty dope.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like being here.
Hey, did you know Avril Lavigne just posted her first TikTok with the legendary Tony Hawk?
I didn't know Avril Lavigne was still alive.
I don't know if that means it's her first TikTok ever, or if just
Is
it's
there
her
a first TikTok
with Tony
with Tony
Hawk.
Hawk?
The first of
mean-
many with Tony Hawk.
It could be either.
She pretended to skateboard back in the day.
She looked exactly the same as she did in 2000.
Canadian magic.
Meanwhile, Tony Hawk's like
He's old.
50, but then he always looked kind of old though.
He really
So-
did. Is she still married to Chad Kroger?
She was married to Chad Kroger?
Yep.
Was that after the Sum 41 guy?
I don't know.
It was, right?
It was like the unholy alliance of Canadian music.
Yeah.
Oh, Nickelback.
Yeah.
Who is the Nickelback of the U.S. like nowadays? Is it like Imagine Dragons, 21 Pilots?
Yeah, like Mumford
like
and Son, probably.
Oh yeah, they could qualify, but they would be from overseas.
Are they from somewhere else?
Yeah, they're from I don't know, Britain or something. Marcus Mumford.
Who is the Nickelback?
Important question.
Of
We need
America.
to know.
Tell us in the chat.
Yeah.
Who's the Nickelback of America?
Mumford and Sons are from London.
From London.
Did you see? We're going outside of the film talk right now, but did you see Dave Chappelle singing "Creep" by Radiohead at MSG last night?
No, but
Yeah.
I heard they did it.
Yeah, at the Foo Fighters concert.
I heard that concert was epic.
I told Doug to get tickets to it, but he didn't listen. I was
reading.
You can buy tickets. You can see the Foo Fighters. You can be home for Corey and Derek's birthdays and your own birthday. Happy birthday, Corey and Doug.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Derek.
We're a little too close to comfort.
A little too close for comfort.
I just needed like some time to think about it, and before I knew it, they were going on sale like the next day.
I know. I gave you as much time as I had, which was telling you right when I found out. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was reading about the show. Apparently, it was fantastic. Like everyone said, they put on a great fucking show, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking Dave Grohl. He'll do
Yeah,
that.
he's a man.
Oh, dude. You know who the
Legend.
The fucking Nickelback of America is? The Chainsmokers.
Okay.
That's like the joke. Is that they're the
I really listen
Nickelback.
to him.
The new Nickelback.
Okay. Dirk said Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons is definitely one. But the Chainsmokers, apparently they just make the same canned fucking music. all
They
the
ain't
time.
ever getting older.
No. I think we're all here.
All right,
Let's
do this.
Let's show them our ugly mugs. What's up? How you doing?
Episode 4-5
begins.
I feel like we should have had like should just been like E45. We should have like 5 or 6 different like ways of titling this episode. Just to pay homage to the Fast and Furious fiasco that is the naming of these movies.
The naming convention of the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
Doug, you got a lot of stuff on your wall now.
He's in another room.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I went over to Julia's office.
Is that where the router is?
When we're still doing this in 2 hours.
Especially because his office is like right next to the bedroom.
I know.
No, boy. You've already offended her by reading our Instagram messages, right?
Yeah, she already thinks like my marketing prowess is trash. So,
well, if you guys want to make fun of Doug on social media, comment on our post and tell him he's doing an awful job.
thanks.
Or tell him he's doing a great job.
You're doing a great job, Doug.
Thanks,
Pull
Corey.
Shyamalan on us and tell him he's doing a great job.
It's the rest of you that have been bad this whole time.
This whole time?
This whole time. It wasn't even a podcast. It was something else.
Ready? Are we live? We good?
No, we're chilling.
All right, let's fucking go then. Welcome to Live Breathe Film, episode 45, or whatever you want to call it, because this is our Fast and Furious episode, and their names don't really make sense. You might as well call this episode 4.5.
45 episode.
Yeah, 45 episode FBF or LBF.
Epi 4 Sode 5.
LBF 45. There we go.
Yeah.
That's in spirit with F9 coming out this week. But anyway, you're here with Corey, Doug, JP, and Murph. Thank you as always for joining us. Today, we're going to be drafting who we would want to be in our Ultimate Fast and Furious family. And you guys are going to determine which movie you'd ultimately want to watch based on the characters that we have in it. It's going to have fucking the heroes of the family. It's going to have some villains. Or it's going to be a whole thing. We'll get to it later. But before we do, let's just run through some news and share some quick thoughts on well, not even quick. We'll probably deep dive it of episode 2 of Loki, the variant. Then next week we'll touch on Luca and F9. We'll review both of those since we didn't get a chance to. Not enough of us got a chance to watch Luca this week. I said I would watch it. I didn't. Doug watched it. Doug, you have any quick thoughts before we get to news? How's it running?
Yeah.
Pixar.
I thought I mean, you can see from the trailer the animation style. I thought it was a pretty cool animation style. Story's kind of Little Mermaid-ish, which I guess you all probably got from the trailer as well. But it's good. It had a lot of heart. Not a whole lot. It's not one of those Pixar movies. It's not Soul where I'm contemplating the meaning of life, but I thought it was enjoyable and fun. I mean, the story's about riding around, competing in a Vespa race. So
I didn't even get that from the trailer.
Yeah, it's it's a pretty simple plot. Pixar's not breaking any ground with this one, other than the animation's probably one of their better. I mean, they get better every time, but it's good. I recommend it. It's free on Disney Plus. So I'm sure if you don't have it, you know someone with an account that has it. So check it out.
How long was it?
It was short. It's like an hour 40.
Okay.
Well, I know you had said to me you probably like this one the most since Coco, so I'll be checking it out this week and see if I agree, because they did have some bangers in between. Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, Onward, Soul. They're on a decent run right now. So
yeah, maybe I forgot about some of those when I said that, but it's good. It's good. It's definitely not top tier Pixar, but it's enjoyable Pixar.
All right. Well, enjoyable Pixar is as good as most studios put out stuff, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk more about that one next week, along with F9, since this is going to be our big return to the cinemas on a Friday night. We are recording this on Monday, the 21st. Fast 9 comes out Friday the 25th in North America. So Corey, JP, and myself will be going out to see this one Friday night in New Jersey. Super pumped for it. Anticipating nothing but ridiculousness. Yeah. And we will talk more about that next week. But yeah, let's get on to the show. So let's start with news, as always. Announcement, not related to anything new coming out or anything like that, but in relation to last week's trivia battle, which I ended up becoming the victor of that. So I am selecting the 90s comedy that we will be watching. With that, I'm going with a pick that I know not one of us has seen. I'm going with Wes Anderson's Bottle Rocket. It is his debut film. It is on Amazon Prime, so everyone can watch it for free. It was written by Wes Anderson and Owen Wilson. It was Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson's first films. It was in Martin Scorsese's top 10 films of the 90s. I don't know how much of a Wes Anderson movie this one is, or like if he developed it after the fact, since this is more of an indie movie than I mean, granted, all his movies have an indie sensibility, but I feel like this one's a more lower budget one. I believe it's set in Texas. It's about criminal, like really low stakes criminals. James Caan is in it as well, from The Godfather, Elf, plenty of other things. But yeah, we're going to be watching this over the next. We're doing what next episode is next week, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Giving everyone a week to watch it. So yeah, everyone will have a week to watch this movie. We'll post about it on social as well, so anyone who isn't watching live right now is aware that we will be watching this. Then we'll be talking about it on next week's episode. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a deep dive on it. Hopefully everyone likes it to a degree. I know JP's not a Wes Anderson guy.
No.
Doug, you're kind of, or no?
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it. This is a lot better than it could have been for 90s comedy, so I'm pretty happy with this one.
What I wanted to do was go with something none of it, like, especially that I didn't watch, but more that, since I was picking it, more the one that you guys probably didn't watch and probably our audience has not watched as well. It could have went with something super obvious for the 90s for a comedy like American Pie or anything like that, but thought we'd go a little bit out there. Try to have some fun with this and really have an interesting conversation. Because yeah, like I said, we know about the future of Wes Anderson films and how he has a very particular style. So it'll be interesting to go right back to the beginning of his career and see if it's if super noticeable right from the start, or if it was something he developed as he went on. And we're talking a lot about Owen Wilson lately with Loki, so we might as well go right back to the beginning of his career as well.
Would this be the first wow he's ever done on the?
If he wows in it, it would be.
All right.
So that would be a momentous moment. We'll have to clock time exactly when that happens. Get it, put it on our phones and get the exact minute, seconds that he wows.
Yeah, bonus points if someone counts the wows.
We'll take it. Yes,
absolutely, for sure. If someone in the chat wants to count the wows, that's some legendary status right there.
Even better. But yeah, like we said, it's on Amazon Prime. I will say a reminder at the end of this episode. But yeah, Bottle Rocket.
It's up on the
first
screen
of our film club
over here.
Oh, beautiful.
Twitch and YouTube live. You can watch it. It's on Amazon Prime.
Cool. All right, let's get into our box office pool. But quick thing for box office before we do that, I should note that Godzilla vs. Kong is our second $100 million movie in North America.
What?
Since the pandemic. It just inched across the $100 million mark this weekend. So we've got A Quiet Place Part 2, then Godzilla vs. Kong as 1 and 2 of the pandemic era.
Man, In the Heights got to be pretty close though, right? If right?
Yeah,
it's just inching right at the $100,000.
It got really close.
$100,000 mark.
100,000 is probably more accurate. Yeah.
On its second weekend, it just got so much closer. But yeah, this past weekend, only one opener came out. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. It did debut at number 1. Had a decent 5-day opening, around 17 million. So I guess they tried to get some buzz over Wednesday and Thursday. I believe it had some showings last weekend as well. But yeah, the box office.
Right?
That was Corey's movie. I mean, the box office absolutely could have used Luca this weekend, but they went straight to Disney Plus. But yeah, I guess one of the big things was, which we will get more to when we talk about release dates, but Corey and Doug both lost a movie that they drafted in the pool this past week.
Yeah.
So JP and myself, we still have our 6 films in play. None of JP's have even opened yet. But
it's simply the eve
got
of your
6 in play.
demise. This is the last week that you all have even a shot. Once
this is gonna be a big weekend.
Fast 9 makes 70 billion its first weekend.
Playing the long game.
And then I've got my 6 films, 2 of which have come out so far, and Corey and Doug both have 5 potentially for the summer. Corey's already had 3 released. Doug's only had 1 released. It was a big one, and it did not do very well. But let's get into those numbers right now. So yeah, like we said, JP still killing it with $0.
Yeah.
But he has F9 this coming weekend, so he's about to jump significantly.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if he can get all the way up to second place after 1 weekend.
Yeah, they're getting my $21 for an IMAX showing.
It's true.
And all of yours.
Yeah, it's true.
For Doug, who doesn't know what Fast and Furious is.
All the first 2.
I thought you saw Tokyo Drift too.
Oh, that's not the second one?
No. No, it's not. The second one will be based on your name on like most social media and things like that. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Furious.
Because of the number 2.
2.
Yeah. But yeah, coming in 3rd place right now, we've got Doug with 20 million for In the Heights. We talked about it potentially having legs. It did not have legs. It has the opposite of legs.
It's still getting its legs.
Yeah, it's getting its legs
warming up.
Yeah. It dropped 70%
It's a couple of weeks.
Something like that this weekend. It was a pretty big drop. But you have some other movies. We're going to talk about more of your movies in a little bit. Corey's pulling up in 2nd place with. Now he's got 91 million for The Conjuring 3, Peter Rabbit, and Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. So you only got 2 movies left, Corey.
Yeah.
What do you got? You've got The Suicide Squad, and what's your other film?
What's the other movie that I have? Let's see. I don't remember.
That's not good.
Space Jam 2.
Space Jam: A New
Space
Legacy.
Jam 2.
All right. So I think all your hopes are on the Suicide Squad.
I'm fine with that.
Space Jam, you'll make some money, but Suicide Squad's the biggie.
Yeah.
We all had one biggie. That was yours. And then I have a nearly $100 million lead right now. I'm at 190 million with A Quiet Place Part 2 and Cruella. Cruella consistently having the smallest drops every single weekend. And Quiet Place 2 just continuing to chug along nicely. So I'm happy with those 2 out of the gate. But things are about to change. We're F9 and Black Widow over the next 3 weeks. Got The Purge, Forever Purge coming out in between those 2, along with The Boss Baby, Family Business. So things are about to get a lot more interesting over the next few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's get on to those release date changes. So Doug had Hotel Transylvania, Transformania. Sony, they pushed it. They knocked this one down all the way to October.
Man.
So it's no longer in play, unfortunately. It's going to be coming out October 1st. Very odd release date since there's already an animated movie with a very similar theme opening. Another sequel. We've got Addams Family 2 from MGM opening that same weekend. They said they are not budging. It will come out that weekend. Dune also comes out that weekend. So it's a very crowded one.
Yikes.
I don't know
It's
what
a possibility that Hotel Transylvania comes
they,
back.
They bump it.
Comes back. Well,
They might have to just because it's a terrible change. It's a really bad move. So maybe they will move back.
That would be amazing.
That would be the
Comes
shocker.
back into play off of injury reserve.
It's gonna come back a week earlier than it was supposed to come out.
We'll see what happened. It was supposed to come out in late July, but hey, anything can happen. Maybe they just did not realize when they moved it that there was an Addams Family movie coming out that same weekend.
Maybe not. Yeah.
If so, major fail on Sony's part.
Yeah.
But that's Doug's loss for now. The other move we've got that affects our summer pool is the Beatles Get Back. So this was Corey Steele at the end of the pool. He got this in the last round. Peter Jackson's film is now moving to Thanksgiving weekend as a 3-part miniseries on Disney Plus. So it's going to be having a 2-hour part for 3 consecutive days. Should pull pretty big numbers on Disney Plus. This isn't a Premier Access thing or anything like that. But I mean, we all know Peter Jackson. He loves his trilogies. He will pull 3 movies. Yeah, he will pull 3 movies out of nothing. So that's what's happening here as well. We know we're getting like the full final performance of the Beatles now in it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and so much for seeing this one in IMAX or anything like that, since now it's Disney Plus exclusive.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. Big win for Disney Plus, big loss for Corey. Sorry, Corey. But our final release date has nothing to do with the summer pool or anything like that. It's a new release that's in production now, I believe. It's Brad Pitt's upcoming action movie from the director of Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, the original John Wick, and what was the one with Charlize Theron, where she's a blonde assassin? Is the movie called Blonde Assassin?
I almost said Legally Blonde.
Yeah, Legally Blonde.
The Bombshell.
No, it's not Bombshell. That's the Fox News movie.
Atomic Blonde. Atomic
Blonde. Yeah, that sounds
Blonde.
Right. We're just naming other movies. But yeah,
there was a bomb involved.
He's got a new ensemble film with the likes of Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Zazie Beetz, Michael Shannon, Lady Gaga, Logan Lerman, a lot of people, Sandra Bullock, Bad Bunny, very eclectic cast. And this is coming out on April 8th, 2022. It's got a cool, quick plot synopsis. It's about 5 assassins finding themselves on a Japanese bullet train, realizing that their individual assignments are all interconnected. So this is from an amazing action director. So I'm expecting a pretty cool fucking movie from this. Hopefully it's a nice R-rated one. Brad Pitt and David Leitch, the director, they first teamed up very briefly with Deadpool 2. Very, very briefly. But this is their reunion. I don't know. Sounds like an interesting plot for a film. I dug the bullet train stuff in the Wolverine movie back in 2013. Does it sound intriguing to any of you guys? I mean, if JP says no, I'd be shocked.
Nah,
since it's his boy.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Even Brad Pittless, it sounds great, but Brad Pitt just, it elevates it, obviously.
It's icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, we should probably get a trailer for it in the next 4 or 5 months, something like that. But we'll talk more about that when it comes out. Another movie, which is very ninja-centric or assassin-centric, that we're going to talk about the trailer for right now, is Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. So a few episodes back, we talked about the little 30-second snippet that we got at, I think it was like the MTV Movie and TV Awards. But now we got a full trailer for it. We got to look at actually what it's about plot-wise and things like that. First, I'm going to get... Everyone's watched it, so I'm going to ask you guys, is it too similar to Shang-Chi? Because it's opening like a month and a half apart.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very similar. Like I was
Yeah.
saying that it looked like a combination of Shang-Chi and Black Panther, because you had kind of the same fighting style as Shang-Chi, and then you had the rap music and the neon lights and stuff that Black Panther had. It felt very similar to both of those.
Yeah, I definitely got the same vibe. It does look it looked kind of generic, I think. More or less like just a generic action movie, but I don't know. It looks fun. I don't know if it's the lead. He's just like great in most things, charismatic, but it definitely looks like just a generic popcorn flick. I do want to see it though in theaters.
I thought it looked great until they brought in G.I. Joe and stuff.
And Cobra, like Cobra
Yeah.
Commander and that kind of stuff, or just
it is
Cobra.
very
and Scarlet, and then the Baroness.
Yeah, Samara Weaving, Scarlet.
Yeah.
Not sure who plays the Baroness. But yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about G.I. Joe. I mean, I remember Snake Eyes since I was a kid because he looked super cool.
Yep.
I didn't see the movies that came out, but yeah, it looks very generic action movie. The movie, but yeah, I don't know. I think like between Henry Golding and Samara Weaving, I'm actually gonna check this one out because I find both of them to be like interesting actors. Which if you had told me I would say this a few months ago, I wouldn't have believed it. Sorry, what was that?
I just say I think this is one where you check the Rotten Tomatoes score or the reviews before.
That's probably the way to go. Yeah.
And waste your time.
Doug, you picked this one, I believe. So, what were your thoughts? Do you think this is going to bring you to victory?
It's going to take a lot to bring me to victory. So,
oh no, you've only had one movie come out and lost one.
This movie, this ends up being the biggest hit of the summer.
Yeah, you still have fucking Black Widow. You have the MCU still at your disposal.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's my path to victory keeps getting harder and harder. But this is it. Maybe this is the movie that it's the movie of the summer.
Could be the surprise of the summer. I think it's possible.
But yeah, I mean, I had when I picked this, I had very low expectations of what the trailer was going to be, and so it wasn't as cheesy as I imagined it was going to be, and so I mean that gave me a little bit of hope. I just thought this was gonna. After seeing the first two movies, I just thought this was gonna be Cheese City, and it seemed cheesy, but a little less cheesy.
Not quite Cheese City, but
yeah, maybe
cheese.
Yeah, so
suburbs.
Cheese centric.
Yeah,
it looks like a step up from the other crappy G.I. Joe movies.
And part of it is I think they've got some decent actors in there.
Let's not forget Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Cobra Commander. All right,
I keep forgetting about that.
They did have good actors in those first two movies.
They did.
Wasn't Bruce Willis in the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, please give me my paycheck. I will not try at all.
Yeah, one day of filming, he films all his scenes in one day and then leaves and takes a paycheck. That's his MO.
Yeah. There will be zero enthusiasm involved. Everyone will be able to tell I don't give a shit. Does this sound fair to you? Okay. I'm in. But yeah, well, we'll see what this one has to offer in late July. I believe it's like July 23rd or July 30th. All right, let's get into what we watched then. We're sticking it just to Loki episode 2, the variant. Our most recent episode. I believe all four of us have watched, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I assume we're just gonna spill the shit out of it.
Yeah, no, we're spoiling the shit out of this one. This is our deep dive of the episode. So, what do you guys think? Did you think it lived up to the first episode? Was it a letdown in comparison?
I thought it was great. I thought it, still kept the same, the same pace as the first episode for me. It was really enjoyable. It was more of the same what we saw, but just still like the mystery and like kind of what they're building.
I mean, I like this one a lot. I think the story you can kind of. Whereas the first episode, I didn't really know where they were going with the story. It was just kind of like an introduction to this is the time variant authority, and here's this bureaucracy that exists that's kind of comical, that this super bureaucratic DMV like institution that basically governs of time. Whereas this, I kind of thought they gave you a little bit more sense of where maybe this season's going, and I could be completely wrong, but I kind of felt like I had a sense of. It felt like things that you had very confident in with episode 1, I feel less confident about and more suspicious of the TVA and how that organization's run, things like that, which I didn't really question in the first episode.
I'm waiting for Jean-Claude Van Damme to pop up as a time cop.
Yes.
Because that's what the show is about, time cops.
It really is just time cops. And if
Yeah.
they can get JCVD in there as like a little cameo, that'd be nice.
I've been seeing a ton of funny memes with like fucking Marty McFly getting arrested, like with like one of the TVA agents holding like the sports almanac and shit like that. Really good stuff this past week.
Yeah.
Or them popping through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting episode. There's definitely some shady dealings going on. I called the female Loki thing
Yes, you did.
last
Yeah.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Felt pretty damn obvious from the get-go. It's neat. She definitely has some sort of plan. I think she's probably going to try and blow up the Time Lords or something like that with all those bombs and reset them or something, but it's pretty cool. It's really morbid though. I mean, this whole episode was just about, people that didn't know they were about to die. With Mount Vesuvius, and then they go to that Walmart in 2050. Here's the thing: do you think we're gonna have holograms in 30 years? Because Marvel seems to think so. Big old hologram outside that.
I think we'll have holograms in 30 years.
30 years, yeah. That's pretty fucked up though. They were all gonna die, and then like.
I mean, we were having
In
holograms
the
back
Marvel
in like
universe.
the 80s with Blade Runner, but
Yeah, that's true. And then,
I think we can actually have them now. In 30 years.
Back to the Future said it too.
Yeah.
A lot of the time cops are assholes. Have you noticed that? They're all kind of dicks. That one
But
guy.
Do we
we
know
all-
if they're even? Do we know what they are? We
I feel
don't
like
know.
they all understandably don't like Loki.
Yeah, but they were like
Or trust
screaming
Loki.
at the people that were about to die. That one guy was being
Oh,
really mean
yeah.
to them, and he's like, "Oh, they're all about to die anyway."
They're gonna die anyway. Yeah.
They all just kind of have like some sort of air of like asshole to them. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's playing into something, or maybe it's just like a weird choice that they made to be like, "Oh, time cops are all just dicks." But
My only gripe with the episode was I was a little confused, like at the ending, what exactly was happening, like with all the bombs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
do we know what exactly was happening, or
all those bombs were creating.
I think we're supposed to.
yeah,
They were supposed to create like alternate timelines because the TVA is trying to keep that like one timeline
the
connected,
secret timeline?
the sacred timeline. So setting off all of those reset bombs, I guess.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna
she
distract
sent-
them.
she
They-
sent
it's a
them to
distraction
different-
essentially.
to different timelines to open
Yeah,
up different things.
creates all these different timelines.
So
So
they're
that's
gonna
why
have to deal with all those timelines while
Yeah.
she does what she's ultimately looking to accomplish.
it's like a big distraction.
Do we think our Loki, or our 2012 Loki, is really like going with her like for nefarious reasons, or is he still on Mobius's side?
I don't think he's ever been on Mobius's side, nor will he ever be on Mobius's side. But I don't think
Yeah.
he's necessarily on her side either. He's
Like, has he seen enough shit that he's like already getting into reformed Loki like he was in Ragnarok?
yeah, I think they jump started that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I think he's not necessarily trying to help them, but I see it feels like they're just going to reinsert him back into the Marvel universe after this show's over.
Oh, Loki's not done.
100%.
There's
Yeah,
no way in hell.
Totally.
No, Thanos is no resurrections. Wrong.
Yeah. And the
Loki
Time Lords
always
determined that was a
resurrects.
lie.
Yeah.
I one thing I do hope is because I like how they introduced Lady Loki. because I mean in the comic he's like able to like shape. Well, he can shapeshift in the movies, but like he is legitimately like two different forms. So that's kind of cool how they introduced her as like a separate character to kind of like make it more like less confusing, you know. So I hope they keep her. Like I hope she like stays as a character, if not a villain, just like a character that keeps popping up here and there.
I bet she does too, because that's a nice paycheck.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will, I guess. I mean, I want to see more from her because we really haven't gotten
Yeah, we
much
didn't get much
at
of
all.
anything. I like that power that the other Loki had, where it was just, it felt very much like Fallen, which is a great 90s movie with Denzel Washington, where there's a demon that just touches people and then inhabits their body,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know who they're going to be in or what. You know, I thought that was a really cool cool power, and it seemed to be almost beat for beat that movie. But
yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was neat.
One other.
So, the actors and actresses did a good job.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
I could feel really dumb when someone's pretending to be another character, and I thought they did a good job. It felt
Yeah, they did.
like a Loki was talking.
Yeah, they didn't ham it up. They did a nice, real subtle Tom Hiddleston. That was great.
One thing I know we were talking about this in a couple days ago, but like they just continued Easter eggs and like where the ramifications of this show is going to take to the next few movies. And I don't know who it was, but someone said a lead up into Doctor Strange because it's the same creator, right?
Same writer.
Yeah,
Same writer. So it'll be interesting to see if anything connects there. And I mentioned that the judge Rainslayer is connected to Kang, so I don't know if she's gonna end up somehow introducing that character because he's the villain in Quantumania, Ant-Man. So it'll be cool to see how this ends up, leading up to the next few movies that are coming out.
Let's get into the real meat and potatoes. How does Mephisto play into all this? And where's Ralph Boner while this is all going on?
That is true. Where is he?
Where is he?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Maybe we'll get a movie. Or no, better yet, maybe we will get a Ralph Boner television show on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, I'm sure it's in development for like 2025.
And it'll explore what Ralph Boner has been doing after,
No, it's gonna be like Godfather
mishap.
Part 2. It's gonna show his life before everything that took place in WandaVision, and then how he responds to it after the fact. It's a true epic.
That's just WandaVision season 2 is all Ralph Boner. Just absolutely.
I did see WandaVision was entered to like the Emmys as a limited series, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier was entered as a drama.
Wow.
So I thought that was interesting that they're not considering Falcon and the Winter Soldier limited. I guess they have a plan for a season 2. That was what I got out of that submission.
Yeah.
Unless like you can put it as a drama, then have no intention of doing a season 2, just like as a way so the two don't compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who determines that? Like, do they ask them like, hey, we want to
you
nominate you?
Yeah, you submit what you want to be categorized as, and then they approve it or they don't approve it. Because Loki's too late to be in submissions, but those other two are.
You could lie to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just what it is.
Maybe, but I mean that's a nice
Which-
little breadcrumb that maybe there's something more coming from that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think it's going to be a movie, I think you'd have to make that.
I don't know. I
follow
think
up a
I
movie
think they
and
could
then-
still. I think they could still do it as a Disney Plus thing. I mean, if it keeps working for them, or if it is working for them, what they're doing, why not?
You could. I just think maybe TV series might be a better platform or model with that. I don't know.
I mean, they went all in on the TV series because of everything that was going on the past year and a half. So, it definitely helped them there. It'll be interesting to see if they continue in this frequency going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see soon enough. Anything else you guys want to talk about with the variant, or shall
Do
we
you think
move
we're going
on?
to see? Do you think we're going to see more variants of Loki
I would
or
love
of
to see
other
more
characters?
variants of other characters. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, there's only so many episodes. So what is it? 6 episodes, so they're not going to.
We got 4 to go.
Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of they're opening up a can of worms here with a lot of stuff that they can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Loki before it's all said and done. Maybe one just straight up played for laughs, because the MCU loves to play for laughs. But yeah, I mean,
What was it? Matt Damon. Matt
we'll know
Damon was
very
Loki
soon.
in
Yeah.
Ragnarok. We'll
Yeah.
get Matt Damon returning.
Well, he's returning for Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yes,
so
he is.
we'll probably get to see him. We'll probably get to see Matt Damon get killed by Thanos in Love and Thunder, sacrificing himself. That'll be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I would love that.
All right.
I think we lost
Ready then?
Doug. I think Doug's
Yeah,
frozen.
I think we did too. All right, so we'll take a little
You
pause.
guys hear
before-
me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Can't see
Yeah.
you.
You hear me? Oh, okay.
Maybe
All
it's
right,
mine.
Well, if you
well,
guys can hear me, that's
While he unfreezes, I'm just going to grab a
enough.
drink and then we'll get into
So
our
one final-
presentation. Oh, all right, yeah.
okay. Well, you grab a drink.
All right.
You can grab a drink. I was just gonna I had kind of like a final thought about Loki.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a sense that TVA is just maybe not necessarily the good guys?
I think
Like maybe Lady Loki is like actually trying to like do good.
Yeah, I fucking hope not. I'm so tired of sympathetic villains and blurry villains, but I think to a degree that there's probably some corruption within that TVA.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But I don't know if necessarily Lady Loki's a hero or an anti-hero. I hope not. But
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if we actually get to see the what are they, the Time
lizards,
Lords, the whatever
lizard people.
they're Guardians, more or less.
they even that's another thing. Do you even think those characters even exist, or is it just like all kind of like a hoax?
That would be pretty
It could
interesting.
be. I mean, they exist. They exist.
It's just
in the
like
comic.
everything feels like very season 2 just or not season 2, episode 2 just made me very suspicious of everything TVA. Where I'm just something seems off about that organization, and
Yeah,
so
it's definitely mysterious.
Something's going on, and so there's some corruption going on within the TVA, like JP, and it just how deep is the corruption going?
Yeah.
But there's something with those Time Lords or whatever they're called. I think Time Lords is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it is.
something's going on. I'm suspicious.
They're lizards.
There are lizards. Obviously lizards.
All right.
Yeah. So
let's take a brief-
that'll complete Doug's tinfoil hat segment.
Cool. All right, when Corey gets back, we'll jump into our feature. Consider this a brief intermission. Let us know if you have any questions or anything. Anything we
Yeah,
can answer if
Talk
you're
to us in the
live.
chat. We
The last question I see is Doug frozen. Yes, he is.
yeah, he is. He's very much frozen. Very much frozen.
Yeah, I can try to reboot the video if you guys want.
Yeah, I mean, if it won't take
Or I
too
can
long.
just look deep in thought about.
I'd like to see some emotion from you. It's always nice to get that.
How's chat doing?
Just chilling. Not doing anything crazy. Oh. And we're back.
We lost Doug.
He's
That is
rebooting.
refreshing.
And he's back. That was fast.
Yeah, that was fast this time.
My character bios.
What?
I have this on my phone.
I'm really overwhelmed with this draft.
A lot.
A lot of categories. A lot of
I don't
stipulations.
know. I didn't even look at it yet. Is there?
Oh, you poor son of a bitch. You really should have taken a look at this beforehand. I did provide a helpful reference tool for you, so you can have a easier time for everyone. It's gonna be a lot easier when we do this later this summer with the MCU and DCEU. My recommendation for you
Have
is
to
to just go big.
Big or go home. Oh, and Doug and I are 3 and 4. Ugh.
Yeah.
Is there a list of everyone that's available on the draft, or
Go to the reference, Wikipedia.
reference Wikipedia?
It breaks it down: secondary villains, primary villains. But I have all the primary villains listed on there anyway. Secondary characters, you can see which people are cops and stuff based on their names. Primary supporting characters, and then the main characters, which are basically broken down into 2 sections: OG and additional. And then just don't do anyone that's only an F9. So John Cena is out of the running.
Damn.
And don't pick anyone. Don't pick anyone that's just an Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
No love for Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, I forgot Eddie Marson is in Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah.
Weird cast: Roman Reigns, Kevin Hart, Rob Delaney, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's a strange movie. It has no business existing, but it does.
So Hobbs and Shaw are off limits.
Not those 2 characters, just the movie. Anyone that's only in the Hobbs and Shaw movie. Hobbs is eligible under additional main family member, and Shaw is eligible under main villain. But I mean, think about it. If you're making a movie people want to see, I mean, Shaw eventually gets redeemed. You take Shaw as a villain in your version of the movie. Maybe he turns mid-movie and is on the good guy's side fighting the other villain. Anything's possible.
I mean, they're going to space.
James like, I disagree. He killed Han. He cannot be good.
He can't be good. He can't come back and be a happy guy. I don't give a shit if he's Jason Statham. He's a bad guy.
I don't care if he's handsome, Rob.
Yeah, handsome Rob. I'm gonna take your shirt and your Han.
And Dirk's first pick is Mr. Nobody.
That's obvious because he brings the Belgian
Belgian
ale.
ale.
Do we even have Mr. Nobody on here?
He'd be under cop.
Yeah. He's still alive, right? Did they kill him?
Yeah, he's still alive.
He just left. He's just like,
He
I
was
gotta
in
go.
Fast 8.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
in
was he
Fast
really?
8, and then him and Scott Eastwood were like partners.
Oh, that was that one.
Yeah,
And then they were supposed to transition just to
and then
Scott
they
Eastwood.
talk about him in Hobbs and Shaw,
Okay.
and he's not in F9.
I thought he had like a I gotta go, my planet needs me, and he just disappears
Yeah,
type of send off.
I mean that probably happens.
Probably, yeah. It's more than likely what's gonna happen.
He might have showed up at the barbecue at the end where The Rock and Vin Diesel are both shot on separate days because they couldn't even be on set for the one fucking scene they have together in the movie.
That's so crazy. I think I might have to watch Fast 8 again before we watch Fast 9 this week.
Yeah, Corey and I are planning on watching it this week.
I just don't know if I want
just
to.
because Corey's never seen it, and I've only watched it once since theaters, so I feel like I need to see it again.
Yeah.
If you want to join us, by all means, we can do that.
Shall
Or
see.
get some Margs. Or get some Ronas.
Always got to get some Coronas. Got to get a Corona, a Belgian ale, and then
Exactly.
some chicken.
6-pack of Coronas, 6-pack of Belgian ale.
So good.
Make some popcorn.
Yeah, make your own goddamn popcorn.
Reference to the first one.
We can go to Cha-Cha-Chas.
Go to Fat Burger if they had one in New Jersey.
They used to. There used to be two of them.
There was?
Yeah, one in a mall, and then there was one out near Rockaway, I think.
What's Fat Burger?
You just get a double cheese and fries for $2.95. That was a complete fucking lie because it was very expensive. It was like Five Guys level expensive.
JP Claridge is reopening in October.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That was the one that we saw. What did we see there? Place is a fucking dump, though.
We saw Whiplash there.
Yeah. That place was a shithole.
Yeah, they're renovating it. I don't know how much renovation you could do at that place, though.
It's tiny.
But yeah, man, this fucking Hollywood Reporter posted about it. I'm like, God damn, for a fucking local movie theater in Montclair, New Jersey.
That's weird.
And like every music publication posted about the record store Corey and I go to. It's closing.
Oh,
completely took us by surprise.
You were just there,
and everyone was posting about it today. Like this is like a New Jersey's best record store, and like maybe even like the tri-state area's best record store. So that was shocking. So it was like bad news, and then I got the Claridge news like an hour later. I'm like, okay, it's not exactly equal, but I'm glad that this is opening up again.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a weird time for stuff.
Yeah.
Wish they'd open up my movie theater again.
You never know.
It's possible. I know it wasn't as high priority as the Montclair one because they have a fucking film festival in that town.
Damn.
But maybe even I mean, so close to Montclair, maybe that like would be a thing that they would consider, like, so they could have other movies playing. At that theater.
It usually just played, the hits. There's never
because it was a bow tie. It would have to get purchased by somebody that like wanted to play those types of movies.
I mean, our audience can make our dreams come true and help us purchase a movie theater where we play movies that only we like, and don't let anyone in like Eric Cartman.
I'd be so happy.
That'd be fun. Do some fun stuff with that.
I was seeing Quentin Tarantino's movie theater in July. They're doing a Scream 1 through 4 marathon. Wow. I'm like, God damn it.
That's crazy.
Why the fuck do you have to be in LA?
I'm surprised Alamo Drafthouse doesn't do that.
Yeah. Probably
just
maybe
they want.
They might do one in December for the 25th anniversary. It wouldn't surprise me. And it's a month before the 5th one comes out. So that's like the perfect time to do it.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I would go to that.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Feature presentation. we're drafting our Fast family. Here's the rules. They are intense. So we all are going to be drafting the same. Think of this as like a fantasy football draft. Like we have positions that we have to draft. So we've got an OG family member, aka one of the main four from the original film: Brian, Dom, Letty, and Mia. If you're not a Fast and Furious person, you fucking are going to be so out of the loop right now. If you are a Fast fan, you're going to love this. One additional main family member. So that's Giselle, Han, Hobbs, Ramsey, Roman, Sean, and Tej. Two random supporting family members. Anybody left among those previous bracket can be picked in this, along with really anyone else from the series, like Vince, Leon, Jesse. If you're looking at the first movie,
they can be dead.
Oh, hell yeah.
Vince is dead.
Anyone can be dead. Yeah, no,
Okay.
dead's allowed. Dead's allowed.
Okay.
You're essentially making like the ultimate. Anyone comes back from the dead in the Fast movies. It's a goddamn soap opera.
Okay.
We are following the logic of this series where anyone can come back.
All right.
One cop for support, excluding Brian and Hobbs. They do not count for this category. Two main villains for the family to take on. So we are having an all-star mashup. So that gives us Johnny Tran, Carter Verone, DK, the Drift King, Braga, Hernan Reyes, Owen Shaw, Deckard Shaw, and Cypher. So we're leaving Deckard Shaw, aka Jason Statham, as a bad guy, strictly a bad guy, in regards to where he can be drafted and what position he'd be in. And then a secondary villain for the family to take on. So 8 people for everyone. Nobody that debuts in F9. So Cena, he's out of the loop. Along with who else we got new in this new movie?
I think that's it.
Yeah, he's the big guy. But also nobody from that debuted in Hobbs and Shaw. I believe the only people in Hobbs and Shaw that we have eligible are Hobbs, Shaw, and Helen Mirren, because she was in 8.
Okay.
She was in 8. And I don't remember if Owen Shaw was in Hobbs and Shaw, but he's in 7 and 8, and 6. So he's eligible. Draft order is myself, JP, Doug, and then Corey. So it's the opposite of the way we usually talk about everything. Again, done by random, but this worked out since it's different than usual. We'll be doing the whole snake draft, so it's going to go me, JP, Doug, Corey, and then back to Corey, Doug, JP, and me. So keeping it even, keeping it fair. So I'll be the first pick and the last pick of the draft. We all get, correct me if I'm wrong, 8 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 32 picks total. So that's it. Again, we will throw out our teams at the end. Basically imagine the movie that you would most want to see, the family that you enjoy the most, they interact well together, things like that. So you got some odd couples, things like that, cool villains. And let us know which one you think is which one would be the most entertaining. But that's it. We're going to try this a few times this summer. We're planning on doing it with DC. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily the DCEU or just the DC as a whole. We'll figure that out later this summer, but we're going to do that around when Suicide Squad comes out. And then we'll be doing this for the MCU in early September, probably, maybe mid-September, after Shang-Chi comes out. So this is the guinea pig. JP and myself, we've seen all these movies plenty of times. Not necessarily the later ones plenty of times, but we know our shit with Fast. Corey's seen them all for the most part. I believe he only hasn't seen 8. And Doug, he's seen maybe 2 or 3. He's not 100% sure. So this is going to be a very interesting draft for him. I imagine he's going to go based on the celebrity names, but we'll see. We have no idea what we're getting from Doug out of this. But yeah, why don't we just jump right into it? This is our Fast Family feature presentation. I'm up first. I gotta go family. Gotta go Vin Diesel number one. Dominic
Ooh.
Toretto. Yeah, I don't have a choice. He's fast.
All
He's
right.
furious. We wouldn't have the series as big as it is if he didn't come back for 4. So yeah, I'm going with Dom
Going with
for the
Dom.
number 1 pick.
Okay. So I just went through 3 or 4 different scenarios in my head. If you were to pick Brian, which I'm picking Brian.
Okay.
I like them all, but I'm gonna base my Fast and Furious on Brian coming back.
Yeah, I think the fans would love to see Brian back.
I mean, obviously, I would, but we're living in a fantasy world. But
He lived his character is fucking awesome.
coming back as Brian Earl Spillner.
Yeah, no,
Like Brian
exactly.
O'Connor.
That's how he comes back. That's totally possible in this fantasy world that we were creating.
And in this one, he's the villain because he's a serial killer. Because that's his name. No, we get Brian back on this.
And I would love to see that. Yeah, no, I mean the most logical one too that we possibly could have done. That's actually good. Oh man, maybe I should have won Brian number 1 just because like there's the sentimental factor of him coming back.
I had other ideas, and we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that. Doug, who you got for your first round?
OG, right? It has to be OG, or can it be anyone?
No, you can be anyone.
You just have to have.
You're gonna eventually have to have an OG person. Like JP and myself cannot pick an OG person now because we have our one. So if you want to take an OG person in the last round, you're more than welcome to. Not gonna give tips. Not gonna give tips. I was almost about to.
I kind of want to give him Brian and see where he goes with this.
I think I'm gonna go. Deckard Shaw.
Okay.
Going with Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Future protagonist of his own spinoff.
What I understand, he has a very complicated arc.
He does.
Jason Statham. He's fun to watch. Just saw him in that movie that I don't remember the name of.
He's
fresh on the mind
at this point. I mean, post credits of 6, he was starred in 7 as the bad guy, starred in 8, had his own spinoff. Who knows if he'll be back for 10 or 11? He's not in 9. All right,
and I think the strategy is the movie's only as good as the villain. So I'm going with a heavy hitter villain.
Okay.
Definitely the biggest name villain that the Fast series has seen.
For sure.
All right. Corey, with 2 picks in a row.
All right. So my first pick is going to be good old Han.
All right.
You bastard. I mean, I don't think he was going to get back to me, but I think JP would have taken him.
You don't even know you don't even know what's going on in this noggin right now.
Han, legendary. Didn't even debut in the Fast and Furious series. He debuted in Better Luck Tomorrow from Justin Lin. Yeah. And he pulled him into the Fast series after that. And this motherfucker is it's amazing, his character arc. Like, he dies in his first movie, but then they make the next 3 movies take place. 3 movies take place prior to Tokyo Drift, just so they can continue having him in the series because he's such a good character.
Yep.
It's pretty incredible. And now he's revived for the Fast 9.
Thank goodness.
Damn good pick. Damn good pick. All right. Who's your second?
So, my second pick, another buddy movie, Hobbs and Han.
Hobbs and Han.
I guess they shared some scenes together. I don't know.
Going with The Rock.
One another, but
going with Dwayne Johnson.
All right, so Hobbs and Shaw both off the board within 5 picks. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Only so many. They're the only 2 characters that have their name in the title.
Doug's coming
All right.
back. What do we got, Doug?
Blew up my chance to bring Hobbs and Shaw together.
The sequel, Hobbs and Han.
I was just trying to create Hobbs and Shaw 2. Well, my plan's fucked. All right, who am I going to go with next? All right, I got someone. I'm looking at. JP, you got your eyes on someone?
Oh, I got my eyes on someone.
I think I'm gonna do Idris Elba.
No, you can't. The rules stated nobody that
He's
debuted
only-
in Hobbs and Shaw.
He's only in Hobbs and Shaw.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He's motherfucking Black Superman.
Did you not look at the incredible Wikipedia character sheet that I sent you?
I can't pull it up on my computer, so I gotta do it on my phone.
Sorry. All right. Well, here, Doug. Here's the characters from Hobbs and Shaw that you cannot pick: Idris Elba, Ryan Reynolds, Isaac Gonzalez, Rob Delaney, Kevin Hart, Roman Reigns, and Vanessa Kirby. Those are the only ones you probably would draft from that movie. They're off the table. And John Cena's off the table for F9. And Michael Rooker, F9. Oh God, I just realized I can't look at like the F9 line because it might give spoilers about characters that we don't know or that are returning.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
All right, I have just moved my screen so it's only showing Fast and Furious through the Fate of the Furious.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at that.
No, don't. I know you love your spoilers, but
I'm doing it.
He's doing it.
I'm doing it.
Let's go Roman Pierce.
Oh, you bastard.
Roman Pierce.
You bastard, man.
You took away my ability to recreate Too Fast, Too Furious.
Was that what you were planning on doing?
No.
Oh.
But it would have been a lovely thing to do.
I was going to take Roman.
yeah?
And I was also going to take Han. Roman's the fucking comedy relief of like the whole series. He's easily the funniest character.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean Han's just fucking awesome.
Yeah. All right, so you guys ready for this?
No, I'm not. I'm legitimately not ready.
Hold on, let me see if I spelled this right before I pop it up. Yep. Going Johnny Tran. Gonna secure my villain. Gonna bring back
get
some
him
old
like way later.
Fast and the Furious 1 vibes on this one here. So we got Brian back.
Johnny Tran.
He's got to take care of Johnny Tran, who's back out for blood. Sick of Brian.
I like the idea of him like getting a redemption, like a true villain, instead of kind of like Fast and Furious 1, where from what I remember he wasn't a great villain.
Oh, he's
a redemption story. If he just
he's like, no, he was
just comes
great.
back.
He was amazing. An amazing villain.
All right. This put a dent in things though. With a couple of them that I wanted. Shit. Who in the world do I go with now? Move it to the screen so it looks like I'm staring at you guys.
That's better.
Better now, right?
Murph looking into our souls.
His poker face.
So many like oddball characters I want to take, but it's way too early to do that. All right. Fuck. Let's do. Shit. All right. I'm gonna go with. I'm not frozen. I'm still deciding. I'm gonna go with Tej
Okay.
and Owen Shaw.
Owen Shaw. Which one was
Blowing
that?
up my other plan.
Off the board. Luke
I-
Evans.
Shaw and
Yeah.
Shaw.
I'm trying to keep the Shaw brothers apart because that
Luke
just
Evans,
sounds
right?
too appealing. Yeah,
It's gonna
Luke Evans.
reunite them.
I got Ludacris and Luke Evans.
All right.
God damn it! I was gonna bring the brothers together to form some powerful.
Oh, it'd be. Yeah, I would.
villain.
That'd be fantastic. I would want to see that. That's why I couldn't let it happen. And Owen Shaw might have actually been my favorite villain in the entire series.
Oh, it's big.
I mean, it's him and Johnny Tran. Like they're easily my two favorites.
Johnny Tran's so good. So I'm going back to back villains. I'm gonna set up the basis of my movie. So hear me out here. Carter Verone. Carter Verone gets out of jail. Finds Johnny Tran.
Since 2003.
You know why Roman Pierce isn't in this movie? Because they killed his ass.
Oh,
and Brian, he's out for blood.
Okay. He did say he was going to get him.
Did say he was going to get him, and he did. And Brian's not happy about that. But when he finds out that Carter's not only just out, but he's got Johnny Tran. He got his cutter back.
Oh shit, man. All right. Damn, your movie sounds good.
It's
I want to watch it.
Of Too Fast, Too Furious. It's
I
going
don't
to be
care.
4 Fast, 4 Furious.
We should have gotten that by now. Very good. Doug, who you got? Who you thinking?
Well, you guys kind of.
I love how Doug doesn't know if like these characters are actually good or not. Like he might be like, wow, this actor is fucking just fantastic, but then they fucking suck in a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Because there are actors like that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also like actors that you wouldn't like the opposite way. Like you wouldn't think they'd be good, and they're like awesome.
Yes.
To recap, while Doug's thinking, I have Dom, Tej, and Owen Shaw. Character interaction between Dom and Tej should not be very interesting, unfortunately. KV's got Brian, Johnny Tran, and Carter Verone. So he's got his bad guys set up against Brian.
Oh yeah.
Corey's got Han Hobbs. He's got Han and Hobbs, the team up movie.
Han and Hobbs.
Which does sound good. And Doug has Deckard Shaw and Roman Pierce. So right now it's a fight with these two, which actually would be amusing. Because Jason Statham is a funny dude too.
He's a pretty funny guy.
Damn, I think I might like my team the least so far.
It's all right. You can still round it out with an eclectic cast.
Yeah, exactly.
Scallywags.
That's what I need. Is a bunch of scallywags on my team. My family is lacking in scallywags.
But you have the father of the family.
That's true. I mean, ultimately, we've got Toretto. It's all based around him.
Toretto and
he's all about family.
What is it?
Love
Charger?
And the movies.
Is it a Charger that he?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Mia Familia Charger family.
Salute me familia.
Fucking barbecues and family.
Me familia.
All right, Doug.
You want to hear my
Got his Corona.
Doug's going out like deep
Doug's
diving.
treating this more seriously than the fucking box office draft.
That's true. That's true.
Box office draft, I had a basic understanding of what
you
the
had a
movies were.
strategy.
There is no strategy if you haven't seen the movies. Or you've only seen like a handful of them, and I don't even think you've seen the ones in order of the ones that you've seen. What did you see? Like the first one
I mean,
and
technically,
like Tokyo Drift?
he's seen the first, the second, and if he actually did see Tokyo, or no, he said he saw Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
Then
okay.
he-
So then
Tokyo Drift is technically what,
Like
the sixth?
the 5th or the 6th?
yeah.
I think it's
That's
technically
still,
the 5th or the
that
4th.
still confuses the fucking shit out of me.
It's a 6 because there's 4, 5, and 6. All
But
are take place
Han's in
before
5.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's in 4 and he's in 6.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dirk brings up a good point on Twitch. Fake Braga still in the mix. Fake Braga.
Still in play. I
Not
mean,
real Braga.
he would go under secondary villain.
Fake Braga.
Of course. He's a good actor. Not fake Braga, real Braga.
He's is he one of the
I'm gonna do
Salazars?
Hernan Reyes.
Hernan Reyes.
Why? Because you knew him from 24.
I saw that his superpower is he's very wealthy. I figured,
Yes.
what better
He's
what
gonna
better thing to help Jason Statham just fucking annihilate the Fast and Furious team than having
He is the villain in the best Fast and
Reyes
Furious
behind
movie.
him.
He is. He's a ruthless son of a bitch too. Which is
Yeah,
actually
and he was
funny
on
because
24.
yeah, as a Salazar, he was a complete moron and a shit villain. But in the Fast and the Furious, he's actually a pretty decent villain.
And little known fact, he's the only Fast and Furious villain to die.
Wow. But he
Main
didn't
villain.
actually die. He comes back in Doug's movie.
That's true. That's true.
Turns out
But
he's
yeah.
impervious to being hit by
Rock
safes.
fucking Hobbs blasts him in
Oh, right. He
Fast
shoots
5.
him. It's a shame that he needed LASIK surgery before he shot him, though, because he missed him entirely.
That's true. Good point. And I guess there's some debate on whether Johnny Tran actually died or not.
Oh, I know for a fact Johnny Tran didn't die.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as we know for a fact that.
No, I don't know for a fact, but it just seems that way because he says call an ambulance.
Sure. So he did have a pulse after he got in his motorcycle.
Or maybe he
accident
didn't,
for
but he
getting
was
shot.
resuscitated on the way back.
Anything's possible. He
And
can
out
be like
for
Michael
blood.
Myers.
Out for blood. Corey, what you got? You got 2 picks right now.
Mm-hmm. So
Hobbs
my
and
first
Han.
pick is going to be the villain, going DK Braga.
That's 2 different villains.
That's
Who
2
you got?
completely different villains. You can either do Braga or DK and Braga. You have 2 picks.
Exactly. You do have 2. And you do.
Have 2.
But do you need 2 villains?
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
you do.
I thought that they were one person. I forgot.
No.
Definitely going Braga.
All right, so we got the Fast and Furious villain, Braga.
Not fake Braga, real Braga.
Played by very good actor John Ortiz.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
he was in 2 Fast movies, which is always a good thing.
Oh yeah, they did bring him back. I forgot.
They brought him back, which was pretty neat.
It was
so,
pretty neat.
and does Kurt Russell's Mr. Nobody count as a cop?
Yes, he does.
He does.
Okay, so I'm going to pick him. Those are my 2
All
picks.
right. Ooh, that's a shame. I was gonna grab Mr. Nobody on the come around. It's a shame. Thought I was gonna get that. Dirk is happy. He's a big Mr. Nobody fan. He loves those Belgian ales.
All right. So that's it for me for now.
All right.
Jesus Christ. There's only 2 villains left.
Gotta make your run on villains, man. Question becomes,
We're back to Doug,
back to Doug.
who maybe or may not be frozen. Nope. He was
I'm
just
not.
thinking.
Just
He was
trying
just-
to. My
just
phone
thinking.
needed to charge.
And everyone should be filling in their bracket so they know which characters goes into what. By the way, I haven't been doing it, but
it's all up
I'm
here.
gonna go with Giselle.
Giselle Bundchen.
Okay, I'll get that. Good though. I still don't remember which is which.
Yeah.
Good dizzle.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it is good.
There's
And
one
Good
disabled.
Corey
though, and I
fucked
think it's
up not
Dot,
taking
right?
Giselle.
Yep. Yeah, he did. It's a shame.
No, I couldn't. I already picked Han.
Yeah, so why couldn't you take Giselle?
You can have 2 supporting characters.
Oh, I thought it was one additional main family member. That's what I'm reading.
Did you have another one already?
Something about.
Yeah.
Wait,
If you already had to, then you couldn't have.
No, I didn't, but I had an idea of who I was gonna pick other than that character.
you could do 2 random supporting family members, right?
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah.
It says can include one of the above.
I forgot
you
that there
didn't
was
do
a-
anything wrong, Doug. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I rules right.
You're following the rules. And yeah, Corey, you had. Yeah, Corey, you couldn't take Giselle. Good point. Because you had Han and Hobbs.
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true.
So my mistake for calling you out on that.
All right. I'm securing my cop right now. I'm riding this.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I'm riding this nostalgia train, man. Bilkins. I'm bringing back Bilkins.
Bilkins. Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious.
Damn right. It fits the motif of the movie that I'm creating right now.
Yeah, the sequel to Too Fast, Too Furious.
Hell yeah. And Fast and Furious.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, you have like a clear like movie that you have envisioned.
2, because I'm just putting this one together right now. The first one, that was a trip. I'll tell you about it after.
All right. I really didn't want her.
Ooh, Dirk is loving Corey's back-to-back picks. He's fucking amped about it.
Oh yeah, because he's a big Braga guy too.
Braga and Mr. Nobody. This is Dirk's movie right here.
All right. I don't want to do it, but I don't want to get stuck with the other villain, so I'm going Cypher. She's going to be
Simple.
the behind the scene. Yeah, she's going to be behind the scenes while fucking Owen Shaw does everything.
Okay.
She'll be like the mastermind in that regard. And in my movie, she can fight.
Okay.
We have a Charlize Theron who can fight.
It's true.
So
I mean,
just want to get that out there.
It's not out of the realm of possibility for the actress. She kicks some ass.
Exactly. She's not gonna be stuck with her goofy haircut, just
Simple Jack, baby.
doing God knows what behind the scenes.
I mean, you got you got Tej, who's the tech guy, and you got Cypher. It's a good battle. You got supporting characters that can help against her hacking.
Yeah. Exactly. And then I will go with. Correct me if I'm wrong, but everyone has selected at least one additional main family member, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I have not.
But Doug has and Corey has, so that means I can draft one.
Yeah.
Another one. All right. Do I go Ramsey because she's got the relationship with Tej in the movies, or do I go Sean Boswell because he is a protagonist of a film?
He is
He is very bland. And he is
He's just a 16-year-old boy.
He's a 45-year-old high school student. Oh shit. All right. Or I can go completely different direction. I'm gonna go with Sean Boswell. He's gonna have the new relationship with Dom. He's gonna be the new Brian in my movie.
Oh man, you killed me there because that was gonna be my come around. Ah,
All right, JP, you're stuck with Ramsey at some point.
yeah.
Might as well wait till the last round.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about her. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And Sean, yeah. All right, you're up.
So what do I need? What do I need? How many more picks do we have?
JP,
4
you
more
have
picks.
4 more picks.
4 more picks, and I can just basically fill it with goons and hooligans. All right.
Scallywags.
Yep. I'm
JP, I'm gonna drop Ramsey into your last pick,
yeah, please do. She's
so
gonna
then
be
it's
my
off.
last pick.
It's off the table for everyone else.
I gotta find a way to bring her into this. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm bringing Leon back. Leon's gonna come in. This movie's gonna be more about racing, so the actor wants it, you know. So he comes in, but Leon is coming back. to help
Leon's
out Brian.
back. He hasn't
Leon's
been
back.
in any since the first.
He's gonna be that like sting in the trailer when Han comes back in Fast 9 in the trailer. It's just gonna be Leon and like
I've been waiting for Leon's return.
Damn right, like 6 people in the movie theater are gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!" and everyone's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" But that's gonna be my big surprise is that Leon comes back to help.
Who only has one villain? Because I'm gonna plop DK into Corey. You only have one villain, right?
Yep.
Well, he gets his
I'm gonna
DK Braga.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna plop one yet because you still have to pick a main character also. So you're gonna have to figure out your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Leon off the table.
I'll be
One of the
back.
originals.
Not even on the list. It's a deep cut.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you know Leon, you're a real Fast and Furious fan.
Damn right.
Who we at now?
You got
Doug?
Doug.
I'm gonna take Letty because I don't want Mia.
Good decision. I was waiting to find out who was going to be the one that finally like goes for Letty.
Yeah, I was trying to stall it out as long as possible, but I think it's getting a little too close to the end.
Yeah, it's getting too close to comfort.
I'll tell you in my alternate timeline, Mia was my number 1 pick.
That's a weird timeline. I don't even know what your timeline is thinking.
I think it'd be a fucking hell of a movie.
You went with the right decision going, Brian.
No, dude. I don't know. You have to hear me out after this.
Okay.
It's the same base.
Here, if I can't have Dominic, I'll just have sister, right? It's the same thing.
You know his girlfriend.
I mean, his girlfriend, whatever.
You're like, God damn it, I picked the wrong character.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Corey, back to back now.
So first off, I'm gonna take DK.
Okay.
Corey, no.
As my main villain. Or one of mine.
You poor
either
guy.
way.
We didn't need to do that. He was the only villain left. But it's off the table.
That's okay. And then I'm gonna take Sonny Chiba, Kamada. As my
You're just
as
going
my
with
secondary.
actors you like now.
You have a
but
lot
no,
of villains.
How many villains does he have?
3.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to have.
Yeah.
Okay. You're supposed to have 3 villains?
There's no point now with
2 main villains and a secondary villain.
Okay.
There's no point in using it to just get Mia. There's only one left. So I clearly have
Exactly. Yeah.
Mia.
No. Yeah. There was no point of using it for me. Definitely. That's what I was getting at with DK. Like, hold those 2 for the last 2 because you're stuck. Like, no matter what, you're getting them. But you got a little bit of a Tokyo Drift movie now. You got Han, DK, and Kamada.
I'm pretty sure I filled out everyone, unless I'm missing.
You still have 2 more picks. So
No, I know, but I mean, one is an OG family member, which there's only one, and then I think I only have one other random character, which I'll have to figure out.
Could be big though. Could be big.
Yeah, you already have a cop, so you need to do 2 random supporting family members if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Or no, you only have 2 left. So you
No.
need to do Mia
One
and
random supporting character.
Mia is your last
And
pick, and then a random supporting character.
random supporting character.
All right. So Mia is the number 29th pick in this draft, and Ramsey is 31st, based on who has to be drafted to fill out a family.
Family.
So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks left. And we are on Doug.
Magdalene Shaw.
Oh, you're taking
Helen Mirren?
Helen Mirren.
Going with Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren drafted.
I figured I've got Deckard Shaw. I'd be saying him and his mother together. Villain ring, and then I've got that old rich guy that I figured maybe Magdalene Shaw has some sort of relationship with. I don't know. Haven't really
Tell me more.
had that part out yet. but-
I'm intrigued. I would like to hear more about this film.
Well, I have to spell her name. So
I think the 3 of those.
All right.
I think those 3 work well together.
All right. So I need another villain. I need, what do I have? 3 more picks? 1, 2, 3 more picks, and one of them's done. So I need a villain and I need a supporting character. Okay. All right. Obviously, for my third villain, going Lance with the snakeskin pants.
Oh, you got him?
Yep. Gotta have Lance if you're gonna have Johnny Tran.
That's fair.
That's just the play.
Yeah, that's very true. You got a fucking OG movie.
Yeah.
This is like a sequel to like the first 2.
This is where I want to go back to. This is the world I want to live in.
I'm like filling out everyone's right now just so we have an idea of where we're at. Okay. Let's see. Who do I go with now? So I got Dom, Tez, Sean, Owen Shaw, Cypher. I'm not hating it now. Now that I'm like fleshing it together. So, all right. I'm going with going with Monica Fuentes as my
son
cop.
of a bitch. That was my next pick.
Who was your last one, by the way? Lance?
Lance.
Yeah, Monica. We got Eva Mendes.
Son of a bitch.
Who I'm surprised they haven't brought back other than her last when she did her post-credit scene in Fast 5. And then who do I want to use next? Let's see. All right, I got it. I'm gonna go with the canceled actress Gina Carano. She was partners with Owen Shaw in Fast and Furious 6. Want to have her as my secondary villain.
He was pretty good in that movie.
Yeah, I liked her in it. Yeah.
She got kicked out
Riley.
of an airplane.
She technically qualifies as a cop too. Yeah, that's my secondary.
Can I have a second cop as a supporting, like?
Yes.
Okay, that's easy then.
That's
That's easy then.
I know what you're doing.
You take my
'Cause
goddamn
I
Fuentes.
thought about taking him.
You take my goddamn Fuentes. I'm taking Markham.
Oh, you're taking Markham. All right,
I'm taking fucking Markham.
That's a surprise. This is where the fun comes in.
Yeah,
Wait, but you can't. Oh, yes, you can. Random supporting. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be my random supporting character that goes along with fucking.
Markham.
He'll do shit with Ramsey, who is a horrible character. A horrible, horrible character.
Well, you got your tech person. Everyone needs a tech person.
And she'll work with Markham to figure things out.
Exactly.
And Bilkins, he's just gonna do Bilkins shit, man.
Classic Bilkins.
She's gonna sit there and laugh and stuff. It's been great.
Doug is studying the wiki.
Yeah. He's like, I'm learning all about this series as we go on.
I Catch My Eyes are from like the cartoon series.
There's a cartoon series?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah.
Huh.
My turn?
It is your
Yes,
turn.
It is your turn.
God, that sucks. How do you know who the cops are?
Look for the word agent.
Yeah, they're pretty aptly named in these movies.
If there's anyone you're questioning, just let us know. Are you on? No, you're on your second to last, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just have one more. Well, two more,
Yeah,
but one more.
I just have one more. Oh yeah, JP's done now.
I'm done, yeah.
Who's your second villain, JP?
Carter Verone.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he's
I
probably
love it.
my main villain, and Johnny Tran and Lance are just secondary villains.
I mean,
Fair.
it's a great villain.
Amazing machine.
He's got two first names. Never knew if his first name was. Well, I guess. No, he's got two last names.
He has two last names.
This is like speed, like when you see someone like speed reading. Doug is like learning the entire franchise in the past half hour.
It's like
Yeah.
when you cram right before a test.
Every plot thread. Doug's like, wow, I actually think I might like these movies. I'm going to watch them.
So who do I have left? What do I need to pick? Rando? Yeah, Rando.
It's pretty amazing how many fucking characters are in this universe.
A lot of
A lot of
movies.
movies.
Well, yeah, but still, a lot of random characters.
Brian Earl Spillner. Sounds like a serial killer name. Is that what you are?
Surprised you didn't add cars. Like we have to pick cars.
Fuck,
I
I
hear
could
in our
do
movies.
that all day. Brian's GTR. Boom. The 72 Skyline from what was it? Fucking Fast Five.
Tokyo Drift? Oh no.
No. He rolls through Central America with a pristine 70s skyline. It's beautiful.
Gonna do Fusco.
I don't even know who that is. Agent Fusco. He's
Who plays him?
Alimi
I
Ballard.
don't know. Jimmy Ballard, yeah.
I'm sorry, who?
I have
Are you
no
just making up
idea.
names now? Doug's just making up
Oh,
names.
he was the second in command guy to The Rock in Fast 5.
Oh man.
When he's like, you got to put the car back to, that's gonna take some time.
What, do you have one line?
I don't know. He dies.
Where is he? I can't even find him on Wikipedia.
He's there.
Oh,
What is
man.
in?
Fusco.
He's like the main
The
goon
main
for The Rock in Fast 5.
What is he listed under? Secondary villain?
I had to control.
Doug, where did you even find this?
Secondary supporting character.
We
We had one line.
He had a couple lines.
Agent Fusco.
Yeah.
Don't know who he is. Okay.
He had a couple lines. I liked him.
Interesting.
He apparently worked with Hobbs. I thought it would be interesting if he wound up.
All right, maybe he gets a bigger role in your movie.
He dies, but comes back.
He's back. He's back to life in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, The Rock's pissed about it, right? The Rock gets mad. He's upset about this, and then he fights Vin Diesel.
No, I forget. Something about a hammer.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I've watched that film recently too.
Corey, you're up.
So my last pick is gonna be Alina Neves. The Hobbs Naves.
Oh.
Hobbs' partner
Elsa Patel.
from 5.
Yeah, you got Thor's wife.
Yeah.
Nieves.
Okay.
That's who I'm going with.
So you have Elena and Mia back to back.
All
Yep.
right.
Doug, we are back to you. And this is a secondary villain that you're picking.
Secondary, right?
Yep.
Half of these people. Oh.
Ooh, it's going to be my last pick.
That guy.
So many cops I want to take, but I already took it to cop.
Man, they got some really like shitty names for their secondary villains in this.
Jack Toretto.
Nope, that's the new movie.
Yeah, apparently.
Nice try sneaking that by
He
me.
was in the Fast and Furious.
Spoilers. No, he wasn't. He
Why do
was
they
in
have
the last
Furious?
movie.
They have him listed?
Listed in film appearances, Fast and Furious. Wait, The Fast and Furious. Is that different than
That's
the
the
Fast?
fourth one.
No, the Fast and the Furious would be 1. Fast and Furious would be 4.
Right. Oh, because it's his dad.
I mean, does he technically count? No, it's not.
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
new movie. It's the new
Yeah,
movie.
it's the new movie. Who the fuck is Brian Marcos? Is that a
Is
baby?
my parents.
Man, I'm gonna have the pick of the litter for my last pick. Who the hell am I gonna take?
What do you have left?
I can pick rando.
Random goon.
Anyone I want, I can take. Literally, pick of the litter. Like, do I go Edwin?
I thought about it, Dirk. Oh, I thought about Edwin so much.
Do I go Tanner? It was Toretto, Brian.
Well, Tanner. So I was between Tanner and Bilkins when I was picking my first cop.
Yeah.
Just felt like Bilkins fit the mold a little bit better. He got to see both movies.
Why not bring Jesse back from the dead?
I mean, that's entirely possible too.
I mean, I can bring back Vince. Thought about that.
Vince is a good one.
Kind of. I'm gonna maybe indoctrinate someone into the family.
Supporting that are kind of brainy.
The two guys that Durker said, the two guys that drove with Brian and Fast for Too Fast and Furious. Who's that?
The two Spanish guys who got fucking ejectocito, cuz.
Or is he talking about Don Omar and
No, they're not in that one. They're in
they're in 4.
I don't think I've seen.
How about
Fast?
Fonzie?
Yeah.
Doug's leaving. He's done.
I was like, I've lost. I've had enough.
I don't think I've seen Too Fast in it's probably been close to 15 years.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's worth at least one watch every year. There he is.
Well, I was planning on watching all of them. That didn't happen.
I don't think all right. I think I know I'm gonna pick my last. I don't have any comic relief. I need some.
You need
Who's
some
left
comic
that's
relief.
supporting that's kind
That's kind of what you cut out there.
Who's left? No, you're on support. You're on secondary villain.
Secondary villain. There's really
The internet's
no
dying
difference.
over there.
Yeah, Florida can only last till 11 something. You with us, Doug?
Oh, am I on second? I have 3 villains at this point.
Do you? Who do you got?
He's got
You
Deckard,
got-
Deckard, Rhaenys, and
Shaw.
You can't hear me.
Madeline, and the Shaw mother.
When did she become a villain?
I mean, she's kind of bad.
No, she's not.
She's very bad. She's like a crime boss.
No, she helped Vin Diesel in Fast 8.
No, that movie didn't exist.
Isn't she comic
She's
relief?
she's not remotely a villain.
Okay.
She's just a mother of villains.
Mother of villains. You could bring back Zizi, which was Hernan Reyes' right-hand man.
What about
Helen Mirren's listed under primary supporting characters.
So weird because she's like
What
a
about,
bad person.
what about Bow Wow?
He's
Twinkie?
It's not a villain.
Really?
No, he's but I'm saying as a supporting character
He has to
or
pick a villain.
whatever.
I guess to pick a villain.
Oh, he does.
He's got Mama Shaw funding the whole operation for the family. Maybe she's playing both sides because Deckard's a villain. You never know.
You could do Phoenix from The Fast and the Furious. Or no, Fast and Furious.
You guys are just overwhelming him
Or
now.
Zizi from
He has no
5.
idea.
Yeah, I think we have put him in a bad position.
Sure. No, I thought Helen Mirren was a villain, so that kind of threw me for a loop.
It's okay though. She's a good supporting character to have. Big name. And you get to have the whole. Is she with the bad guy?
To be a part of the villain enterprise.
I mean, you have her as a double agent in your story.
You can have Jaimin Hansu.
Yeah, I was
Chikanbe.
hoping to have a brain person.
He says, who?
I'll just
Don't go Reno. Well, I'm not gonna tell you to pick, but there's a good bad guy that you could pick.
I don't even know who you would be able to pick.
He's Doug.
What movie?
Doug, go with Mother's Milk.
He's left frozen.
take muscles.
What did he say?
Muscles?
I have no idea.
Who's muscles?
What?
Who's muscles?
Oh, Jesus. Why didn't you listen to me? I told you to pick.
Dirk's in the chat. He's pumping for that fake Braga.
I heard muscles.
I heard
Who's
muscles
the character
too.
named Muscles?
I don't think Muscles is a character.
I don't think Muscles is a character.
This is turning into like a game for us, trying to figure out who his pick is. Oh man. Dun, dun,
Get
Well, I got
dun.
my
Morimoto
right
from
here, yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
Hey, Doug.
Joe Taslim was in this was in this series.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
in 7.
Yeah.
Or no, he was 6. Tony Jaa was 7.
Fucking Tony Jaa, the man that fights with his fucking knees.
Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey was in 7.
Right, I forgot about her horrible performance.
All right, Doug, I'm gonna just pick for you.
Pick for
If you
him.
don't pick, Doug, you good? Can I pick for you?
He's
He's back.
back.
Seems to be.
Is
He's
he?
moving.
Yep.
There
What's
he
your
is.
pick?
Muscles.
Doug, who'd you pick? Who'd you pick, Doug?
Just pick somebody. I can't get
All right,
anything that would work on my side.
Doug's taking Phoenix. Calderon.
That was one
Lazo-
of the ones I was thinking would be a good
Oz
one.
Alonso from Fast and Furious, aka
Yeah.
Mother's Milk from The Boys.
Yeah, Phoenix was a good one. That was a good villain.
Yeah, he was good.
All right, and
I am Ramsey.
And JPS take Ramsey, and I am taking Agent Michael Stasiak.
Yeah, Stasiak's a good one too.
Shea Wiggum from 4 and 6. Just a great character actor, and he's good comic relief. He always gets punched.
He's punched in the nose. His nose always breaks. It sucks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reverse it. Fuentes will be my random supporting, and Stasiak will be my cop. So yeah, all right, that's it. Here's what we got. So for my movie, we've got Dominic Toretto, we've got Tej, aka Ludacris, Sean Boswell, aka the protagonist from Tokyo Drift, Monica Fuentes from Too Fast, Too Furious. She's a cop, but she's also like that kind of double agent. Agent Michael Stasiak gets punched in the face a lot. Owen Shaw and Riley from Fast and Furious 6, along with Cypher. They are my villains. JP, you want to run through yours?
Yeah, I went full on throwback to a true third movie from the first Fast and the Furious and Too Fast and Furious. I got Brian as the main protagonist. Carter Verone, out for blood, takes out Roman Pierce and starts coming after Brian. Recruits Johnny Tran and Lance to go after him as well. Brings back Leon, Agent Bilkins, and Markham. And Ramsey helps out along the way as sort of that Tej replacement because they're the exact same character.
Mm-hmm. Corey?
I went with Han from Tokyo Drift, and what I keep forgetting what other ones he's in later on, but he's in many other ones. Hobbs from Fast 5 and 6, if I remember correctly. Braga is the villain of 5.
Yep.
Kurt Russell's Mr. Nobody, who's in 6, 7. I don't know if he's in 8.
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Okay. Sonny Chiba's Kamada from Tokyo Drift. He's like a crime boss. DK Takeshi, who is one of the other villains. He's the one who basically races. What's his name? The main character, John Boswell. Yeah,
Sean
from
Boswell.
Tokyo Drift. Sean Boswell. And he's the grandson of Kamada, I think. Something like that.
So. Something
Yeah.
like that.
I think he's his
Like-
nephew or something weird like
Yeah,
that.
So, Mia from the OG family, and Elena Neves, who are Neves from
Neves.
Fast 5, I guess. I think she was in Fast 5.
She's Hobbs' partner.
Yeah. And they don't they oh no, Toretto gets with her, right?
Yeah, Toretto's
Yeah.
For like one movie.
Yeah.
the Bebe. She's
Yeah.
Toretto's baby mama.
Oh yeah, I forgot she comes back in the other one.
As I said, my movie's called Han and Hobbs,
All right,
2H,
Doug.
2H.
summer 2024.
H2H.
I
Han
believe
to
Doug's
Hobbs.
frozen, but Doug's got a very strong female cast
It does.
with Letty Giselle and Mama Shaw. Those are 3 powerful women. And he's got some great comic relief with Roman Pierce. He's got got one huge villain in Deckard Shaw, who also could maybe turn to be a good character by the end. I mean, he's got his mom on the good team, so that's possible. And his villains, he's got Reyes, rich dude from Fast Five, and Phoenix, the big tough goon from Fast and Furious, along with Agent Fusco, who was in Fast Five. That's the squad. So yeah, we'll post these on social. Let us know who you guys think has the coolest potential movie going on in the Fast and Furious universe. But that's what we got. Next week we'll talk about F9, and we'll talk about who ultimately had the best team.
Yeah. I could have done one with Mia and this whole thing, man. You just get Mia kicking ass. All of a sudden, like, Brian goes down, so you don't have Brian anymore. Do the exact same thing, but without Brian.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. Yeah, thank you for listening. That's all we got for today. We're going to be covering 2014 in our yearly film series on YouTube and Twitch right after this. On our, like we said at the beginning of the episode, on our next installment, we'll be discussing Bottle Rocket. It's Wes Anderson's 1996 debut film with Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson. It's available on Amazon Prime. It's going to be the first installment of our new film club. You can watch it for free over the next week. Come on down to Twitch or YouTube when we record next week and talk about it with us. We'll be doing a deep dive on that film. Anything else I missed, JP?
No, I think that's it. I mean, we're going to be fairly interactive on Twitch and YouTube, so if you have opinions about the movie, come share them. We're basically going to go through the whole thing from start to finish. We'll watch the trailer together and talk about the movie.
Yep. That, as of now, the plan would be to record on the 28th, Monday the 28th, around 9 p.m. If anything changes, we will be posting on social. But yeah, as always, this has been Corey, Doug, JP, and Murph at Live Breathe Film. We'll see you again next time, movie lovers. Thanks for watching.
See you
later.
Oh man, what a ridiculous one.
Yeah, that's silly. Dude, pizza delivery guy would have been awesome. He's a secret drag racer.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many good like random supporting ones we could have just for fun.
I wanted to bring Edwin back so bad. I wanted Ja Rule in my movie, but I feel like Leon's just a better get.
Yeah, no, Leon's a great get. I've been waiting for his return since the first one.
The actor said he won't do it because it's not a racing movie anymore.
What dumb reason not to return. AKA, he says that because he knows they're never going to call him back. So he's putting his stance down now, which is
that character is so weird. I'm pretty sure I remember reading that the character was supposed to be black and they changed it, like they just not recast him, but they couldn't find anyone for the thing, and just like Leon showed up and they're just like, okay, you're just a white dude now.
You're
like,
our guy.
The exact same character. That dude, Leon's so good. So good. Fucking right. Or like Jesse comes back from the dead. Takes revenge on everyone.
That was
right.
I was thinking about that for about 15 minutes. I was like, should I pick Jesse? Should I bring him back?
Dude,
how am I going to do this?
I went down the whole thing because I thought Murph was going to pick Brian, and I was like, I don't really want to go with Dom. So I was like, pick Mia. Have it be like she's forced into a situation where she has to be badass. And I feel like it could work.
It could work.
And you bring back the Johnny Trans.
I mean, she shows like cool shades to her like throughout the series.
Yeah. So if you had like Johnny Tran as a main villain and just make it very personal and very grounded, I think that could be a fucking cool movie.
For all we know, she's like going to be the biggest badass in the world in this new one.
I hope so.
Maybe.
But it
I
doesn't even make any
imagine
sense to have her in it because Brian's not
I'm
there.
very interested to see why she's in it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to find that out. All right, guys, let's talk 2014.
Yeah, 2014. That was a year.
We're inching closer to present day in our yearly film series, but we're just going to run through our films that we find memorable, or we like, or we hate, any of those reasons for one reason or another. Right now, then we'll go through some picks that you guys sent in to us. Corey, take it away.
I went with The Babadook. Actually, recently watched this. I think I probably talked about it on the show at some point. But this one came up for me because it was very, very low budget, but really well done horror movie. Takes place in a house with mom and child. They read a book about, it's like a fairy tale about this monster that comes and takes over. Pretty freaky, unique looking monster. Has a really, really strong performances by the child actor in this movie, and the mom does a fantastic job. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely give it a shot. I was very impressed, even after hearing a lot of good things about it over the years since it came out. Just never got around to it, but I really enjoyed it, and it's not long, but pretty freaky, tense, and definitely a good horror movie if you like those types of movies. So that's my pick for 2014.
Never seen this one. I've just heard it like jokes and different like TV shows and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Babadook.
yeah. There's a lot of jokes, but it's definitely a pretty tense movie. The monster's pretty freaky.
Yeah, the monster's scary as hell.
Yeah, and the way that they slowly reveal the monster from, beginning to the end, because you don't see him, in the beginning of the movie, but the way that they do it, it's well done. Like, you're just like, what the fuck? What am I watching? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty scary.
Is this an Australian movie?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I remember that.
They build up the whole reveal of the monster like really, really well. Which definitely adds to it. And the performances, like I said, are fantastic. Especially the kid. He's insanely good.
Yeah. All right. Doug, you have two, so which one is it going to be?
So the two I had, the one I would pick normally Kingsman, but I think I've talked about Kingsman here before, and so that I'm not gonna pick Kingsman, but I'm just gonna shout out that it would have been probably Kingsman. But I think I'm gonna go Days of Future Past.
All right.
Because old cast, a movie that try to correct the fuck up that is X-Men 3.
Yeah.
Definitely a big retcon.
And it's overall pretty successful retcon until they go ahead and ruin the series again with the subsequent movies. But I like Days of Future Past. It was enjoyable in theaters.
Yeah, they never really did anything with it.
It's a cool storyline. I just
like they did the retcon, but they never used the original
Nice little-
characters ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very
but
weird
it felt like
choice.
at least send off to a lot of those old characters because
Mhm.
X3 was just not the movie to buy to those characters, and so I like that movie just because we got the old cast back and we got what felt like a proper send off. And it's the
Yeah.
most comic booky feeling movie out of a lot of like comic booky horrors are used and outfits, and it's
Fair.
Yeah, we Murph and I stood outside of the premiere in New York City. Got to meet some of the actors and actresses. Didn't get
Oh,
to
yeah, I
see the
remember
movie.
that.
Didn't
But,
no, we weren't that close. People definitely cut the line and fucked us.
100%, 100%, yeah. But we did get to meet a whole bunch of them. We got to meet Jennifer Lawrence. We got to meet fucking
James McAvoy.
Hugh Jackman threw a T-shirt at us. Yeah, that was pretty good. Still have a T-shirt signed by Hugh, and I think the poster is signed by Jennifer Lawrence and maybe Hugh.
Yeah, I think Fassbender maybe
Yeah.
signed somebody's. Trying to think of some of the other ones that did. There were some like big names that signed them. I mean,
Peter
Evan
Dinklage
Peters.
rolled through.
Yeah, Peter
Remember
Dinklage
seeing
was
him.
there. Did Patrick Stewart? No, he didn't sign any of our stuff, but we saw him.
Fan Bingbing was there though. I do remember Fan Bingbing. She was dressed better than anyone else by far.
Yeah.
No idea who the fuck she was, but pretty big deal.
Nicholas Holt, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, almost everyone was there.
It's a pretty neat experience.
I think it was like everyone except for Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
And Halle Berry. I don't think she was there. Yeah, that was cool. First and only to experience doing something like that.
Yeah.
All right, JP.
I went with a gritty character piece for 2014. This was one of my favorite movies of the year. It was Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Riz Ahmed. This was a fucking bummer of a movie, but it was really, really fun to watch. Like Jake Gyllenhaal gets into the character of this insomniac sociopath, like guy, just sort of living end to end and doing a whole bunch of like not so savory things to get money and trying to find his place in the world. And he gets into the world of just filming horrible accidents for news channels in the 24-hour news cycle. Bill Paxton's in it.
Yeah, it was one of his last movies.
Yeah, it was. Who's the woman that works at the news agency?
It's not Vera Farmiga, is it?
No, it's Rene Russo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he has this weird ongoing relationship with Rene Russo as they get sort of like romantic, but only on his side, as he's working for her. It's just such a weird movie, and it doesn't have a good ending. It has a great ending, but it doesn't have a happy ending. The movie's just not happy at all. But it's just such a good character piece. Jake Gyllenhaal
it's
fucking
definitely a bleak one.
Yeah. But he just did such a good job with his character. He's a creepy human being.
Yes, he is.
I absolutely love Nightcrawler. And the soundtrack to this movie is fucking wonderful. Just all the scores they did for this just are creepy, and they work so well in the movie. I love this one.
Yeah, we saw that one together.
Yeah.
Back in the day. All right, and then I went with Whiplash. The two-hander between Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons. This was when I ranked my 2010 movies from like that decade. I believe I had it as number 3. Probably my favorite final scene in any movie ever. It is so goddamn good. That last performance that Miles Teller is doing with the rest of the jazz orchestra or whatever, and J.K. Simmons is conducting it, and it's basically like a complete like each of them fucking each other over. It's just so goddamn good. Yeah, if you've never seen this one, it's basically showing what someone has to get put through to like pull out all their greatness, and whether it's worth it or not. It's rough.
Isn't it? Is a tense movie.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is very intense, very abusive. He's basically the worst. Depending on your view of things, he is either the best or worst possible type of teacher / mentor. If you have the potential to be great and you can stomach the abuse that he gives, he will pull it out of you. But anyone else, they would think he's the worst. So it kind of depends on how you view things, whether you see him as a absolute villain or somebody just trying to pull greatness out of people with potential.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe JP, you and me saw this one in theaters, and I just remember having like the biggest high like after that movie ended, like just being so jacked up from how like amazing that final scene was.
Yeah.
So good.
Really good performances. Really just tense atmosphere and a lot of good music along the way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna learn a little bit about jazz as it goes along too. They reference like the greats throughout. Doug, did you ever see Whiplash?
Parts of Whiplash. I've seen the beginning. The reason I've never gotten that movie, not because it's not interesting. I just yeah, I don't know why I've never been able to finish it.
Gotcha.
Things
It's
happen.
not because
when I watch
I'm not
Whiplash.
interested by it.
Yeah,
Definitely
Fair
one you
enough.
should watch.
fair enough. Yeah, you should go back and watch it sometime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd like to. I mean, you've been raving about Whiplash to me since you saw it.
Since 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on my list since then, and I really want to get through it at some point.
There you go. All right. What else we got? What did people shout out?
Oh, we got to roll up to the top of chat here. Let's see.
I see Kingsman, which we mentioned.
Yep. We had Winter Soldier came out that year apparently.
Great movie.
Guardians of the
Winter-
Galaxy.
MCU Killer 2014.
Pretty big year for the MCU. We got
Yeah.
22 Jump Street, which is very successful.
I still got to
comedy
see
sequel.
Mm, Incredible comedy sequel.
Yeah, it really is very good. And
Better than the first one?
no,
Much better.
I don't think
my
it's much
opinion.
better.
I think it's much better.
That's
Nah.
crazy.
I didn't think it when I first saw it. On repeat
Yeah.
viewings, I like it way more.
I was very
Nuts.
impressed with it because they laid their cards out on the table from the very beginning and they just said, we're going to make sequel jokes over and over and over again. And they wrote a check that they were able to cash because they did it and it never really got old. That's a gamble. You got to really be confident in your jokes to be able to do that.
Yeah, I got to watch it.
Then we got Kate's picks. This is where I leave you. This is where we start Googling.
This one I actually saw. It's got a good cast. Jason Bateman, Adam Driver, a bunch of other people. They're sitting Shiva together for I think their dad passes away or their mom passes away.
This was a good one. I believe
it's an amusing like dramedy.
Okay. All right. We got a 2-night stand. Maybe
This
a
one I
sequel to
did.
1
This
night
one I did
stand?
not know.
This is with Miles Teller. This is actually also a great movie.
Doug's laughing like, "Oh, these movies. I don't know.
Yeah, this was one that I
Only
was.
Corey knows."
This is one that I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was. It's a romantic comedy, but actually very good. Miles Teller.
Big year from Miles Teller.
Yeah.
We
Two
got
Night Stand and Whiplash.
Comet 2014, starring Emmy Rossum and Justin Long.
This is one that I still have no idea what it is.
Yeah. It looks very pastel from the Google pictures. Never heard of it. Never seen it. It looks like a romantic movie. I would imagine so. What else do we have? Foxcatcher.
Very depressing movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw it, but that's what I remember about like the trailer.
Steve Carell, right?
Yeah, it's not fun. Steve Carell, Mark Ruffalo, and Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
About the one of the DuPont family members who coaches wrestling and ends up committing murder.
Yeah, that's one. You got Vampire Academy, which
It's another movie with ghouls in it.
a lot of ghouls. Looks like a CW show.
This is a ghoul movie that I did watch and was not a fan of.
All right.
But it certainly has ghouls in it.
Looks like vampires that go to school with all sorts of random various ghouls.
Yeah, it's very Degrassi.
Okay. St. Vincent, which I believe was a serious movie starring Melissa McCarthy.
Which
Maybe I'm
one?
wrong.
St. Vincent?
Yes,
That one,
it
yeah.
was Bill Murray
Bill
and her.
Murray.
Yeah.
Never seen it. Seems like an
That
eclectic
that
cast.
awkward moment with Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, that's a
and
good one
somebody
too.
else. Comedy. But yeah, big year for Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun
Yeah,
movie.
really. Who knew?
We didn't. We just found out now.
Yeah. I feel like that's when Miles Teller blossomed and then disappeared all at the same time.
Oh, he'll be back with Top Gun Maverick later this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
He killed it in that.
He's Goose's child.
Like,
Oh,
he killed it.
great. That's wonderful. Good for you, Miles Teller. Yeah, then
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that it. That's it, right?
yeah, we had
Oh, and somebody top 5 got shouted out. Chris Rock.
right, yes.
Definitely one of his best movies. Funny and very enjoyable.
Hmm.
Great cast.
One other one
DMX is in it.
DMX, love DMX.
Yeah.
One other one I want to call out, which I'm surprised wasn't called out already, is Grand Budapest Hotel.
No.
Amazing movie.
No.
I love that movie.
No, it's Wes Anderson. No.
Yeah.
Poop.
It's well, I don't know. I haven't seen all of Wes Anderson's movies, but of the ones that I've seen, I think that is probably the zaniest one.
Oh, it's very zany.
It's just fun. I don't know what performances were great. Ray Fiennes and the actor who played Flash in the Spider-Man movies, the most recent Spider-Man movies, the two of them were like
Tony Rivoli or
yeah. The two of them were so funny together. And of course it has its, cast of actors that are always in Wes Anderson movies that pop up. It's just I don't know. It's silly, but I really enjoyed that one.
Troop.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 other honorable mentions. John Wick came out this year. Started the phenomenon.
Good one.
Love me some John Wick. And then The Interview. That come
I
out?
still haven't seen this
The
one.
movie that nearly started a war,
yeah.
between North Korea and us.
Which is a pretty great movie, but
all because of Seth Rogen and James Franco.
yeah,
Still haven't seen it.
it's pretty hilarious.
It's funny.
I remember
Didn't it,
watching that on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Didn't it not come out for over a year?
No, it just went straight to streaming.
Oh,
You had to
I'm
buy it.
creating a more elaborate story in my head, I guess.
And it played in independent movie theaters that were brave enough to play.
Neighbors came out this year as well. That's a really good R-rated comedy.
That's a great
Seth
movie.
Rogen year.
Yeah.
Was it Seth Rogen and
Seth Rogen versus Miles Teller for the year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week we will naturally talk about 2015. It would be a real plot twist if we didn't.
We should just skip a year one time and see if anyone notices.
See who's paying attention. But yeah, over the next week, shoot us over your 2015 picks so we can talk about them as well.
Watch Bottle Rocket.
Yes,
Anderson.
We'll talk about it again. Watch Bottle Rocket because we're going to be talking about it next week on Amazon Prime. So if you got Prime, you can watch for free.
Yep, and then keep an eye on social media and let us know how you think we did with our Fast and Furious movies that we drafted today.
Absolutely. Imagine the story that you want to see and pick the winner.
Don't imagine the story with mine. I'll tell you the story. Hit
Hobbs
me up.
and Han.
Hit me up.
Or Han and
I'll
Hobbs.
send you the screenplay that I'm writing tonight.
JB's fan fiction.
I got plenty.
Han and Hobbs will be in 3D too. Just to throw that out there. Bring 3D back.
No 3D.
All right, that's all we got.